you
Well,
don't.
welcome to What's This Podcast. This is where some people talk about stuff. My name's John, and I'm joined as ever by my eldest child, Jim.
I'm not your child.
You are like a big baby, fat baby.
I look like a big baby.
I would
especially
love
when
to
I
put
wear
you in a
nappy.
nappy and talk you up.
I bet he does wear
Tomorrow?
nappies.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got talc. I have chub rub. So yeah, talc.
Have you tried
bottom line.
Lanacaine? Lanacane's
No,
good for chub rub.
No, I don't get on with it. You know how some people have moisturiser as their daily routine?
Yeah.
Talc,
Wow.
Johnson's.
It freaks me out, talc. It
Why?
reminds me of just like big nonsense.
Wow, we started on the non.
I just realised you've turned my mic up. And
Really early.
yeah,
Yeah.
you've turned my mic up, not yours.
Have I?
Yeah.
No, that's mic number 4,
No,
isn't it?
I'm one,
Oh, is it your one? Okay. So am I turned up? What am I?
2 or 3.
Interesting.
We've got a new setup that we're trying to get
We're
used
trying to get a
to.
new setup. We've also got a guest referee.
Referee?
I'm also joined by Ethan.
Hello.
Ronnie again can't be with us again tonight. We sort of do a couple with Ronnie, a couple without Ronnie because Ronnie has a very young child and he has to obviously do the things that need to be done with a young child. But when you've got grown-up children like we have,
You do podcasts with them.
yeah, boy. I'm also joined by a cherry-headed lady,
Rachel,
Rachel.
because we don't have small children, and apparently I don't have anything going on in my life, so I just get called upon whenever they need me.
Wow. We're only
Is
because
that
she's got nothing better to
sarcastic
do.
enough?
Now, today's podcast can be summed up in one word, which is Ethan.
Witches? I thought we were doing zombies.
For fuck's sake, you ruined that.
You said witches.
Ethan was going to do a really cool zombie voice down the microphone.
I wasn't. I was
three,
gonna say
2, 1,
zombies.
go. Zombies. Go, Ethan.
Zombies.
No, do a cool zombie voice.
You sounded like a dead
Zombies
person.
don't talk though.
We'll do a cool like.
If they did, if you were a zombie, what would your zombie voice be?
Zombies.
Right.
Probably would as well. You just sound exactly the same.
You know. At the minute, obviously there's the 4 of us, and then there would be 5 if Ronnie was here.
Yes.
Could we just get rid of Ethan?
It's my
What,
podcast,
permanently?
mate.
Yeah, I
so
mean
technically I
permanently.
could sack you.
Could you?
Wow.
Yeah, I own it.
This do you?
Hold
Yeah.
hold on. This is like
This is
that.
getting political now.
This is. Did you see that church hall?
Yeah,
meeting
we've literally
that
just
we
talked about
went?
that.
That's what Ethan is.
Yeah.
I'm the vice president, or whatever his name.
I thought this was a
Read the
cooperative.
rule. Read the rule.
Yeah, we just watched that in our other
Is
podcast.
This is a cooperative. This is a democracy.
I thought this was a
Everything
democracy.
Everything gets done jointly in
I
this
thought-
podcast, Ethan.
How come we've
You
gone
don't
to
have a
dictatorship?
dictatorship. Come on now.
If we did though, I'm the leader. So
I'm not
I
sure
tell you
that
what,
necessarily would
in
happen.
our democracy, we'll vote you in as leader, maybe.
Yeah, we'll vote
You
you
can't.
as the
I'm
Manchurian
already
candidate.
Yeah.
this is like Korea. You think it's a democracy, but it's a dictatorship.
Well,
No, they don't think
I'm
that.
sure
They
they
don't
know
think.
it's not a
Yeah,
democracy.
I'm
Well,
pretty sure
they think something cool's going on.
They say
No,
they
no.
think it's a democracy.
They just smile, otherwise they know they're going to get shot. Clap for the man with the silly haircut. Yay! Right, click like buttons and
Oh
subscribe.
yeah.
And
What do we have to do, Ethan?
Like, obviously, subscribe and turn on notifications as well, so you don't miss one of our shows.
What if they're listening on a podcast?
do whatever you
So I
do.
think on Apple you can subscribe.
Ooh.
Say Apple.
Yeah, we're on Apple now. We're on Apple. We're on Spotify. I don't know if you
Can we
download or
say
subscribe.
Orange?
We're on something else.
On Orange.
Well,
Like
we-
proper 90s
Yeah.
reference. That.
Can we say if we can
Orange
say-
is a-
Wednesday.
Can we say apple? Can we say orange?
Oh,
How
they
about-
went Orange?
Okay.
How about banana?
I thought you
Is
meant the
orange a thing anymore? It's not, is it?
No, it's EE.
EE.
But yeah, we're on lots of stuff, so I don't really know what you do on podcast stuff.
If you're
Follow,
listening to this
subscribe,
on
download,
an Amstrad,
give us money. Send us money.
Send-
Give us
What do you mean
money.
send us
We're going to give you a PayPal. Just send us money over.
Wow, Ethan.
he wants
That
to
was-
monetize.
Everyone does it on TikTok now, so why can't we?
What?
Do they?
Yeah, they just put a PayPal up on their description and people just send them money.
Well, let's do that.
I'm
Shit.
not sure that's.
Honestly, that's true.
Do I have to shake my ass? Or
Oh, I
anything?
believe that people are putting.
Hang on, are you
PayPal
think
up,
it's something?
Is this the? Have we gone back to OnlyFans?
Or an
Again?
Amazon
No,
wish
no,
list. An
no.
Amazon wish list. A lot of people do that now, so people buy them
What's
stuff.
that thing?
good,
What's
let's
that
do
thing
that.
that came out on the TV was massive years ago, with the like a
Jack
sex line?
Delam's juicer.
No, the sex line, but it was on the TV. What was it
Oh,
called?
Wait,
Yes.
one
Is that what it is
That's
now?
still on.
50.
No.
I thought you meant gay exchange.
Not the gay exchange. No, 50,
No.
50, 50.
It's
Love
still
Babe
going.
Station. PlayStation's
But
brilliant.
It's
that's-
really
that-
not though, is it?
that's what
She
I
always
thought you
looks so
meant.
bored.
Who?
Who's
The
she?
girl on
It's not the
base
same.
station.
Any of them?
All of them.
All
They
of
always
them.
because you can tell when they're waiting
It's
for
not,
someone
'cause
to
on a
call and
Wednesday-
they're just lying there going, "La, la, la," and the
That's only when
cameraman,
you.
cameraman's going, right, just move around a bit, just so that they can see your boobs a bit more. Oh, what, like this? And they mute it so you can't hear what they're actually
But
saying.
you can lip read.
She's just generally having a conversation.
I was watching the other Wednesday, and when Carla was on, and I genuinely saw her mouth. Can you warm my pot noodle up for the break?
Have you seen that? There's a video of a bloke that phones up and he videos himself
He's
and the
smoking,
TV.
yeah, I've seen
And
it.
he's just having a general chit chat with the woman, and she's still shaking her ass. He's not even saying, "Shake your ass for me."
What I mean.
He says, I got a video of it on my phone somewhere. He says, it was around Christmas time. She had a little Santa hat on.
Yeah.
And he says, just looking at them lights behind you. Where'd you get them from?
Yeah.
Because I've been looking in the range, and I can't find fairy lights anywhere.
But she's still shaking her ass.
I just don't get it. I remember years ago seeing a page 3 girl, and like obviously for the news, it was probably when we were working in the call centre, and loads of people had the sun out. But she was sat with like a pose, all naked, had a pair of socks on.
Cold feet.
Can get cold.
I was like, that's the weirdest thing ever. Why?
Yeah.
And they were like
Cold.
trainer socks. They weren't even
They weren't
like
even,
cute
like,
socks
cute
or
socks,
anything.
no,
It was
okay.
almost as if she just forgot to take them off.
That's the girl
or
next door
they
thing.
thought they were going to cut them out,
The girl-
and they just didn't.
That's like the girl next door thing.
What,
Like,
naked but with
No,
socks.
Naked
Naked with socks. That's what you want in your girl next door.
I want
the
the
girl
cla-
next door
the-
to us.
The classic homely woman, naked with socks.
I want knee-high walking socks.
Oh my god.
What about trainer socks? Though you're not down with that?
Talking about
Yeah, can we do this every time? Let's get back to the point in question, because Ethan's about to crap himself if he doesn't get to talk about zombies in a minute. So
Zombies, Ethan, go. No.
this one's been a while in the making. This came about from a previous podcast.
Well, we
where
were supposed to get you guys to give us the scenarios, but someone thought it'd be better if we just wing it.
we just winging it.
Well,
And
I'm,
we
I'm
don't even have
winging it.
Luke with us. We were supposed to have Luke with
Sorry,
us as
Luke,
well.
we were just winging it because we got excited about zombies. So
I've wrote some stuff down.
Pretty sure you can do more than one zombie podcast.
We can do.
anyway.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do a few different scenarios. So these zombies we are facing are World War Z zombies.
oh fuck. Well, let's just stop now then.
fast.
Yeah,
they
we're
are
dead.
fast as fuck.
Super
We're fucked
fast.
then.
They are fast.
Yeah, but they climb on top of each other and make like giant like they climb buildings and
Yep.
stuff and throw
So,
themselves into things.
It's World War Z zombies. Deal with
Oh,
that shit.
Fuck off. I don't
Right.
want World War Z zombies.
You're getting them for a start. You can
Okay.
work your way down to your Shaun of the Dead zombies another time.
I thought we were just doing one scenario and then just
Oh,
a big
no.
podcast on that.
Right. So you can have choice of 3 weapons.
There's a zombie for you.
Oh, you bastard.
That's a scary one.
That is that the
Showing us
zombie.
a picture of a little fat baby dressed as a zombie.
Well, actually, now you've got a baby there dressed as. Have you seen Cockneys versus Zombies?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you seen the
Yes.
bit with the
Brilliant.
wheelchair where the one
With
with
the
the
pram.
pushchair? he just punts it
Yes.
into a billboard.
Yeah, I love a zombie movie.
Right. Anyway, so it's going to be World War Z zombies. Got 3 weapons, 4 friends, 1 mode of transport.
Wow, that
And-
is concise.
and
So
you
we have to be
need-
as 4, isn't it? Are we doing it with
No,
us 4?
no.
I thought
No,
we were.
Yeah.
John's already
Yeah.
made it
No,
very clear.
no,
I get
no.
left behind if there's a
Okay,
zombie
I'm taking your
apocalypse.
premise. I'm taking your premise.
Are we doing
Build
one
on it.
I'm
scenario
building on
each
it.
then?
Hold on.
Yeah. Why not?
I'm building on Jim's premise. It's the 4 of us.
Oh.
I thought we were doing a scenario with us 4, yeah.
So this is yeah, it's the 4 people. We are like it's the same premise.
Oh,
So
man.
See, I wouldn't choose any
I
of
want
you.
to
No, I wouldn't.
I want to build on
Wouldn't be
what you've just said. So we've got World War Z zombies. There's 4 of us, which there is now. I want it to be suddenly we start here like we're doing this podcast.
I want
Something.
my zombie thing to be this, and this.
Don't make me ban you.
If you carry on, you're
I
going
have
to be
the power.
you're going to be bait
I have the
to
power
those zombies.
to ban people from this podcast.
He does
No,
not.
you don't.
fuck
You don't
about.
have the authority.
No, I do, so.
Yeah, you see, Ethan can. Ethan does.
Cut a
what,
mic off.
Yeah.
Ethan does what I say because he's a Manchurian candidate, as we just discussed.
I do that.
So suddenly we start hearing. I'm going to do some sound effects now. Suddenly we start hearing some on the window, some tapping on the window.
That sounds like. Hang on. That sounds like whiskey stones.
Just in a gin glass. I mean, so you will. And then suddenly,
And at that point, I'm assuming you go, "Come in, Jim."
Jim's just woke up.
and I come in.
Half yawning.
And I go, "Oh, morning."
That's not a World War Z zombie, is it?
No.
Making
No,
that sound.
They're
no,
like
no, but that's
scream.
how it starts. It starts with just,
And
ooh,
this-
what's
Are
going
they
on?
just going to get quicker and quicker?
Yes, you've got to break us in a little slowly. You've got to break us in slowly.
They're in
Thing
World
is,
War Z.
thing is,
I tell
it
you
could,
what.
it could be our alcoholic neighbour just putting the bin out, to be very honest.
I'll tell you what then, we won't go with World War Z zombies because I think that's a bit of a sticking point for you. We'll go with...
They are the most devastating zombie
They
of all.
are amazing
28
zombies.
days later,
It's
the exact
basically
same.
World War.
No, World War Z. Have you seen World War Z?
Yeah, not as the same, but they run.
I
World
don't
War
mind a
Z
running zombie. I
zombies.
don't
Running
mind a
zombies
I
fine,
can't
running
keep
don't
saying
zombie.
World War Z.
Z.
World War Z zombies
Yeah.
basically lock the doors, metal shutters down, don't even bother trying to fight them.
I just put a gun to my head and blow it off.
Head to Costco, shut
Done.
it
That
down.
scenario's done. We'll all kill ourselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
'Cause
So
it's
Shaun
not-
of the Dead zombies.
Oh, they're the best.
They're like
Yeah.
Walking Dead zombies, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because they're the exact
Yes.
same.
yes.
No, because Walking Dead zombies
Are
are...
slowly decaying. Have you noticed?
Walking
they do decay, yeah.
Walking Dead zombies, quite aggressive.
I
Whereas
don't mind a Walking Dead zombie.
Shaun of the Dead zombies stand in the garden.
Yeah,
Just stand.
They're the quintessential like.
Comedy zombie. That's
Yeah.
time.
Well, they're the original zombie because that's like.
I don't know. Have you seen Night of the Living Dead?
Yeah.
They're crazy zombies.
No, Night of the Living Dead. They're slow zombies. Like,
No, they're not. They're strong as oats, smashing in that house.
Yeah, they're strong because that's the quintessential. So, do you remember? You'll remember
The
this.
time.
Do you remember
When
the
we fell in love.
program? Because I found it once on TV.
MJ's a good zombie in Thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
Great
remember the
zombie.
program? Deadliest Warrior.
Yes.
So they would get two warriors from history and pit them against each other.
Like a zombie.
Well, no, you say that. So,
Zombie warrior.
for instance, a ninja versus a Spartan.
Yes,
They would examine
understood,
all
yeah,
the weapons,
yeah, yeah.
and then they would put it all into a simulator, fight it. I'm just explaining it for the
Yeah, yeah,
people
no,
out there that
yeah,
haven't seen. So they did a Halloween special, and it was vampires versus zombies.
Now, what kind of vampire? Are we talking a bat vampire can fly away?
Not the bat kind. We're
Okay.
talking vampire with your standard sort of very, very strong,
Dracula,
super strong,
no
can
flying.
bite people.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So to simulate the zombies, how much a zombie horde can, like how powerful they are, what they did is they got one of those ballistic gel dummies, the torsos,
Yeah.
with all the organs in that they used to use for shooting guns on and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that. And obviously zombies just tear at flesh. But zombies aren't particularly strong. They're just sort of like, but
Yeah.
they don't care about themselves. They have no self-preservation. So what they did is they got three like bodybuilders, super strong people, to tear the shit out of this torso, because it was going to replicate the difference between people that, because naturally, if you were, let's say you were trying to break a piece of wood and you were trying to kick it, you're not going to put every single ounce of
'Cause
power
you're
into
gonna
it.
hurt
'Cause you're going to
yourself.
forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas a zombie doesn't care if they hurt themselves.
Yeah.
They will claw at a door until their fingers turn to mush.
Yeah.
So that's what they were trying to replicate, like somebody who was super strong, using all of their power, but had no like self-preservation. And like the zombies,
they were knackered,
the zombies
weren't they?
won anyway, because they were just showing generally how getting bitten by a zombie and how a horde of zombies, like 5 or 6 zombies, can spread so quickly.
But yeah, as well, because the vampire can't do anything to a zombie because it's already dead.
Yeah. What's he going to do? Suck
So
his blood?
even
Yeah.
Well, it was
if
a
a
good fight.
vampire,
It's got no flowing
if a
blood.
vampire
Yeah, it was a good
kills
fight,
a
but-
zombie or bites a zombie, you've got a zombie vampire, which is even if it could do anything, which is going to be even better.
Yeah.
I can't remember how we'd have to watch it, but it was a good episode. But anyway,
One thing
Anyway,
that's
we
always
are
got-
actually doing a scenario.
Yeah,
that
but
was what I'm trying to
talking
say about the type of zombies that we're facing.
What
That was all.
what I do wonder is when you see these zombie programs, zombies appear to be quite brittle. So when
Yes.
they're tearing at someone's flesh, why aren't their fingers breaking?
Well, that's because I think, like Ethan was just saying, a lot of the time they're in a state of decay.
Yeah, so
it
when they're
depends- when
clawing at a
fresh
body,
zombies,
Yeah, their fingers might
fingers will break off.
Yeah.
How are they getting through that body?
But-
They'll
when
just
they're
keep
fresh
going.
And then
zombies,
eventually
Keep
teeth are
going.
going to fall out because
Yeah.
decaying.
Possibly, yeah, but
Or
they
they're
just
just
There's
going
a
to
theory
gonna
in
bit-
Walking Dead that as the series goes on, they're decaying like actual
Just gonna
bodies.
gum
So
it to death.
eventually, the last series will be just all zombies die from natural decay anyway.
Do zombies die because they're already dead?
What if they're literally
They
just mush and
disintegrate.
natural bone?
Yeah, but
If they're bone, they're not going to walk around, are they?
Well, no, they're not going to walk around. But does that make them dead?
I
They've got
think
no
that-
legs. They're not going to walk around.
I think a point though when you were just asking about when they're like tearing at people and
Yeah.
their fingers break off. I don't know if it matters as much about them being.
Well, their brain's the last thing that's going, isn't it? That's why they're still going.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's their brains. So if they're
Yeah.
decaying, their brains will decay.
No, what I was going to say is
Or they get eaten.
the fear factor from the person who's not a zombie, they sort of freeze, don't they? So even if they had the strength to fight the zombie off, they don't because they're so scared. So it doesn't matter that the zombie is a little bit more brittle because the person that they're attacking isn't going to do anything because they're just
And also, it's
petrified.
quite difficult not to get bitten.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just.
They
It
are
was
quite-
mainly for me.
They
It
are
was
a bit
just a thought.
bitey.
Yeah.
They are a little bit
A
bitey.
little bit bitey.
The main thing is for me to puncture someone's torso with your hand
Yeah.
is very difficult.
I don't know, you know.
I mean, I'll give it a go in a minute. I'll try and rip. I'll
Well, you
drive
can bite
over.
your finger like a carrot. Your just brain tells you not to.
Yeah,
no,
very
that's,
true,
that's
Ethan,
fighting.
that's very
I'm
true.
talking about when you see
But
when you see zombies. Let me finish.
All
When you
right.
see zombies,
It takes
they
a while for
claw
you.
at people and rip at their flesh.
And just tear their stomach open,
Exactly.
pull their
Well,
stomach
these
out.
How would
strongmen
that-
made
they're-
mincemeat of this ballistic Joe torso.
But their-
See if
their
you can
bodies
find
aren't
it, Ethan. See if
decaying.
you can Google it. Just put Deadliest Warrior.
Is it
zombies
because no, we
versus
don't want to go on.
zombies
No, we don't want
versus-
to
Yeah,
end
we
up
wanna
on
do a
watching
scenario,
Deadliest
not
Bloody
watching
Warrior.
video.
No, but it might show you just a video of this Joe torso getting
Yeah,
torn. Because
and
that
I
Joe
under- I
torso is
understand that.
ballistic.
What
so
I'm trying
it's
to say is-
supposed to be like flesh.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say
How?
is, how is a decaying body able to tear flesh?
Well, I think it's not
But it clearly
necessarily.
is. You've watched the films.
I think it's not necessarily a
You mean those
one-on-one.
made-up films? Yeah.
But we're talking about zombies that aren't
I know,
real
no,
anyway.
But that's what I'm saying.
So if you're
So the
calling
point of
made up
zombies-
films made up, what is the point of this?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We're looking for a realistic thing.
Yeah.
It's not
Is
going
it
to
a
happen.
bit? So it's like when a person's baby's trapped under a car and they get superhuman strength.
Yeah.
There's
So
probably
is
maybe
that-
some
is it
adrenaline
something to
going
do
on.
with
It could be that, yeah.
But I don't think it's
Anger makes
necessarily a
you
one-on-one. It's
stronger.
rare that you see one person and one zombie, and the zombie tear their guts out. Usually, it's 3 or 4 zombies,
Zombies
or
are
it's
swarming.
5 zombies on each side, and they're pulling at the person. The person just tears to pieces.
Fair enough.
So usually, it's like it's a horde effect. A one-on-one, me against a zombie. Zombie's got no chance because they're just
Well,
zombies.
unless it's a World War Z one. and
Unless
then
it's a
you're
World War Z zombie,
Z,
and then it's just
Z.
like crazy shit.
Yeah.
But it's the horde effect of a zombie, which is
Okay.
which is what we've got. to
Right,
try
so
and combat
we've
here.
got some Shaun of the Dead zombies rocking around.
So it's Shaun of the Dead zombies.
Yeah.
That's what we're going with.
You wake
Okay.
up. It's Sunday morning. You go out for a quick walk.
So it is literally the scene of Shaun of the Dead.
You wake up for no. You're going out for a
He
quick
goes,
walk.
wakes up, goes for a walk to his shop, get his corner.
No, he's not going for. He's not going to the
Loads of
shop.
people are dead
Who
around
would
him. He
do
just
that?
doesn't notice.
He's gone for a walk in the woods.
Having said that, that's why Shaun of the Dead is so great.
Oh, it's a cracking film.
Because would you even notice? I mean, let's say you're genuinely woken up on a Sunday
What?
morning.
Dead bodies around
and you go
and
to the
being
shop.
eaten.
Well, not necessarily dead bodies being eaten because you're in
Would
a
you
bit of a
notice
daze.
zombies
Would
wandering
you
around?
notice if somebody was smacked off their tits, say, if you lived in a city
And they were
somebody was
spiced
stumbling
up.
around, you'd be like, oh, fucking hell.
He's on spice.
What is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
You walk into a shop, the shop looks like it's perhaps been robbed or something, you can't see anybody in there. It's like, do you notice so much when you're not, because the whole point of a zombie thing is when you're watching a TV show or a film, you know what's going on, but you've got to put yourself in the position of the people that are there that have no idea what's happening.
Well, there's plenty of times I go into the corner shop and there's no one behind the counter.
Yeah.
And I don't think anything of it.
Well,
and
you
you
live-
go to McColl's and they're in the back. And
You
it's
live
like
in
you just
a
don't-
in a quite a little village, I'd say.
Yeah.
Quite a little village. You could perhaps walk around for say 5 minutes and not see someone, and that wouldn't be unusual.
No.
And if you did see someone out
It's
in the
not like he didn't
distance,
see anyone. He did see
Staggering.
you wouldn't automatically think
quite a few.
zombie if there
And
was
then when you went in
staggering.
the shop, there
You'd
was
think
bloody
I
piss.
would.
handprints
No,
everywhere.
I always think zombie.
You always think zombie.
'Cause I'm
That's
scared.
why I carry a gun.
Anyway, I thought we were doing the scenario, not
Yeah, I
talking
keep
about
trying to
guns.
get
We
onto
keep
it.
going
No,
off topic
No,
here.
we're building this scenario.
So we've got check Shaun of the Dead zombies.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay.
Weapons.
Well, we're in the house. I think we go. I'd like to go from this podcast now. Suddenly, there's zombies at the doors.
Okay.
What have we got in the house?
So if you're going weapons that you've got in the house, but you want to go and try and find other weapons as well.
Yes.
You've got to try and.
Yeah, but that's later on in the scenario.
You've got-
We'll
yeah,
go
So
on
what
now.
weapons
Yeah.
we've got in the house, plus also what weapons we would like to have.
Yeah.
Ethan,
Or you've got
you're
to try and go
desperate
and
to
get.
talk about this scenario. You
Go.
start the weapons conversation.
What are you getting from your
What we've
dad's
got in the
house?
gaff.
Trying to think what you've got now.
Oh, see now it's dead air.
Got an air rifle still. Do you still have the air rifle?
See, this is where things get a bit shitty, because I have
Babe,
2 shotguns
be
which
quiet.
have been
No,
sold.
No, be quiet.
And the
It
air
doesn't matter
rifle-
what you used to have.
The gas doesn't hold in the air rifle
All
anymore.
right, we'll be
either.
screwed
Well,
with
then-
that
So
then.
we've got no projectile weapons other than
A bow and arrow.
a 40-pound draw weight bar and arrow.
Yeah.
Which
Well, you've got
You've got
28,
a
but it's
cricket
got
bat as
it's-
well.
it
it's
ain't
got-
gonna work.
It's you've screwed the
Your
limbs on
axe?
Yeah, it ain't gonna
Can
work.
you use your axe?
I've got the axe.
I'll take that.
it. Okay.
What about you? You should have the bow and
are we
arrow,
only
Jim, because
having
you are a much better shot than I am.
So I'll take
Are
the
we
four.
only having one weapon each?
Well, what do you want? If it's zombies at the doors.
Hold on, answer that question. Are we only having
No,
one
no,
weapon each?
it's not a computer game. It's not like you can only carry so much. There's zombies at the doors and windows. What are you going to grab?
Okay.
I'm
Come
going
on,
to take.
I'm asking you.
I'm going to take the bow and
You've
arrow,
got the bow.
and I'm gonna grab some of your.
Will you reserve your arrows?
This is gonna sound
like
bad.
in Dale in Walking Dead.
Yeah,
where he
I'm going to
takes
grab
them
some
back
of your
out?
wood, John,
Yeah.
and I'm going to put some nails in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What about a cricket bat? Will you not put nails in a cricket bat?
I don't own a cricket bat. Do I?
I'm sure you have a cricket bat. Or is it a hockey
Well,
stick?
I know he's got wood in
I
his
have a hockey
out-
stick. Yeah,
We
I
have
have
got
a
a
outside wood
cricket
cricket
store.
bat.
I just thought you had a cricket bat. Yeah.
We have got a cricket bat somewhere
I
knocking
probably
around.
do. Yeah.
I'd grab some wood and put some nails in it as well.
Okay.
As a a close quarters
So
sort of thing.
yeah, the key is to sort of have all bases covered. Like, so Ethan,
Yeah.
what would you like? You want the axe? Just the axe.
No, I'll probably have something else because the axe is
Well,
a bit too
considering
close.
considering your dad
Close quarters.
has that gym equipment company, I'm pretty sure there's probably some like barbells.
in the
stuff
house though, yeah, but
Yeah,
not
in the
run around
house.
with a barbell.
There is one in the corner of the room over there, Ethan. Look, barbell over there.
There you
Too
go.
heavy for me.
It
Yeah,
is
it is.
Carry
that
around
is-
a
that
lot.
is like 12 kilos.
it is
That's
12
a lot-
kilos.
That is a lot to wield.
Yeah, every
Devastating though. Devastating.
Unless you were some sort of Saxon barbarian.
yeah, they
That
could
is
just
quite
swing
A
devastating.
it.
sexy barbarian.
Saxon
I'll
barbarian.
So
have-
you're just
I'll
hearing
have them
things
on
now.
my side.
Yeah, you're hearing things in your own head that you want.
So, right.
I'll have a sexy
Other than-
barbarian, please.
Other than wearing a pair of heels and some Daisy Dukes, what else are you going to be wielding?
Hang on, are you choosing the outfits for us now?
Yeah.
Are we all wearing
You should
Daisy
see-
Dukes?
All matching heels and Daisy
You
Dukes.
should see what you're wearing, James.
I can, and it's nothing, isn't it? Is it just a massive
You're
nappy?
just going to wear a pair of trainer socks.
Just a pair of training socks and cover my tits.
Covered in talc.
Covered in talc. Love it.
I'm taking the sharpest knife in the world that we've got in the kitchen.
Yeah, and it is officially the sharpest knife in the world, according to the guy that sold it to us on Melt
Is it one of
Market.
those that cuts through cans and everything on
Yes,
the
and I've
advert?
actually done
And
it.
then cuts a tomato.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
I've cut through a can and I've cut through some frozen bread and it's still sharp.
Love it.
So sharpest knife in the world, probably a fire poker because it's heavy and you can poke, like stab them in the eye.
It's really good that fire pokers poke.
Yeah, it's that.
They should call it that.
And I might take. Obviously, I'm going to have my lip salve and my hand cream because they're
You
essentials.
need that.
Can I suggest
And
something
actually,
for you?
a pair of my high heels might not go amiss.
What, stab in the
Stabby.
head?
Yes.
Can I
and
suggest
can put them on
something
my
for you?
hands and use them as like stabby gloves.
You could throw
Stabby
them,
gloves.
throw them in someone's
Stabbing
forehead.
gloves. Now, just say for the people at home,
Stabby gloves.
I've got my hands in front of my face and I'm moving them back and forth in a really fast, like stabby motion.
As-
Imagining that I've
like
got
stabby
shoes
gloves.
on my hands.
Can I suggest something for you? Because you've got 3 like close quarter weapons there.
Mm.
I'm not saying that you pair drink a lot, but I'm pretty sure there's some bottles of alcohol in your house,
Yes.
and there's plenty of cloth. Whether
Some
it be
Molotov
fabric.
Molotov
cocktails.
cocktails.
Yeah.
I was literally thinking just glassing people. What stabbing them?
No,
Is that what you
no, Molotov
suggest?
cocktails. Yeah, anything above
I'd be
40%.
really worried about letting the Glenlivet or the Arbor like burning that, and especially the Paul and John and the Arbor. Yeah, they're really nice whiskies.
They are, but if there's a few zombies outside, bang a Molotov cocktail in the middle of them.
Yeah.
True. But what if they
You don't want 15 zombies coming at you, and
What if they
trying
And
set
to
you're
right.
protecting
Try-
your whiskey.
trying to stab them up with fucking
And
with heel
I've
gloves.
got my stabby gloves on, and you're protecting the Paul and John.
I'm sitting in a wing back listening to some soft jazz.
You're like, can you throw me my lighter for my cigar, please?
You're ruining the ambiance.
Put some,
But what if they
put some smooth jazz on.
what if they burst into flames but continue attacking the doors and things, and then everything else sets on fire?
You've got UPVC doors.
I know, but I'm worried that a burning zombie
Are
can
we
get
saying
in.
we're going to stay in the house then?
Well,
I
this
don't
is
know,
another
this
good
is
question.
it.
Let's get the
We've got to
weapons
try and
question
get
of
out
the way.
first.
Get the
haven't
weapons out of the
we?
way. So you've got. What have you got? Axe.
Roots out of the house now, Ethan.
Oh no, we've got to have his weapons.
Oh
Yeah,
wait, yeah.
I've got an axe. I still don't know what else I'd have. What else you got?
Johnny boys.
Well, go and have a look. Run around the house quick. It's like fun house.
You run around the house while John
Zombies.
decides what he's having.
So, unfortunately, I've thought about this way too much. There's a
You
sword.
have shotguns
There
that
is a
you got
sword
rid of.
under my bed. If you wanted to use that.
What?
Mm.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
Xena the
I've cut
Warrior
my finger on
Princess
that
sword.
one.
Oh dear.
Um,
Hang on. So I'm assuming it's
a replica.
It's a replica.
It's
so
not sharp.
So
It's stabby, not cutting.
It's not going to be sharp, and it's
What, that
not
sword
going to
you've
be.
got? I've cut my finger on that. Are you sure?
It's heavy as it is heavy. You
But
could
it's going
do
to be
some
brittle
damage.
as fuck.
No,
'Cause
it's,
it's
not. It's
stainless
quite
steel.
solid,
It is stainless
actually.
steel. It's not cast. It's stainless steel.
Yeah.
So it would bend. It wouldn't crack, but it would bend.
It would
potentially.
definitely hurt someone.
It would hurt someone. And
More
it's
of a-
stabby.
It's a stabber, not a slasher.
It's a stabby, but it's a clubber.
You won't
you
be able
could
to-
sharpen
No, but
it.
you'd nail someone's skull in with it.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so you
could
have
nail
sharpen
skull in
it.
with it. You could sharpen it potentially. It's quite. You'd need to get
It'd
an
take a
angle grinder
while
on it.
though. I
Okay.
don't think you could do a last minute sharpen of it.
So
I just get-
we've talked. So this is tactics as well, and this is why I think as a team, this is why your teamwork works or needs to work. You need to have somebody who can pick off a zombie at distance, who can pick off a
That's
zombie
not
before
me.
it gets close,
Tis with your Molotov.
and then you need to have. Then you,
I'm
yeah,
not
then
very
you
good
need to have
aim,
sort of
though.
mid-range. That mid-range. Then you need to have people getting in.
Basically,
like,
front
people
line, you
getting
ain't bothered if they
close.
die.
No, no, no,
and then you have someone
no,
called Cannon Fodder.
No, that people are getting close. Now, for me,
That's me.
we've talked about this before. I would be quite happy getting right in there in the zombies.
Of course you would.
I've got two like very sharp boning knives for like boning that are really thin and sharp. Just for like literally, it would go straight into a skull. Like
On the video, I can see now you are literally stabbing your wife in the head
yeah.
Yeah.
with
You'd
a
have to
fake
pull it out.
Even
with
if
a
it
with a
don't come out
fake
properly.
yeah.
No, it would because I would
It's not the
literally
first time either,
I would
Jim.
sellotape it to my hand. I've got face, eyes.
Every
Oh my God.
Sunday at
Basically,
5
it's
o'clock
all-
we have zombie
Zombie
boot camp.
preparation.
yeah,
Zombie boot
and I
camp.
have to sit here and
Yeah.
get stabbed in the head.
Is that when you wear your crash helmet and he just starts hitting you on the head?
Yeah.
Die!
You've got the up motion into the throat, into the head.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
that's
We're just looking at weapons. Yeah.
okay. I'm just saying how effective
Yeah.
this weapon is.
So
So
you've
so
got a tiny little knife. Yeah. Is that what you said?
it's two small knives.
Two small
I
knives.
would
Yeah.
have two small knives in each hand.
So you've got So basically you
And I
could
would melee.
you would murder a cheese board is what you're saying.
Yeah. Either a cheese board or a hearty roast.
Oh yeah.
And I would be
It's
carving
in,
the shit
it's
out
in
of that.
fucking trouble. Yeah. Any other weapons you want to have? A couple of toothpicks maybe?
Protection would be the number one thing for me. I'd like to.
No,
have-
no. It's weapons, not protection.
No, but I'd like to have
No,
some.
no.
This is
No,
part
no.
of it.
You're not allowed, you're
I would
not
like-
allowed to protect yourself.
I'd like to have some forearm protection.
Yes, we're all
please.
going to have that.
Because that would be my thing. I would like jab it into their mouth so they would bite down on the forearm, and then the knife would come in into the head, and I'd just repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse
Honestly,
and repeat.
your
I've thought about this.
gesticulating is incredible.
Can I just say that I
Are we
think about this
using-
to get to sleep at night?
Are we wrapping up with paper and magazines
I'm
like they do in
liking,
World
I'm
War?
liking magazines.
Is it World War Z he
phone
does that?
books.
Magazines.
Does he do that in World War Z?
I think someone does in something. I can't remember what it
It's
was.
something that I've always thought about doing.
Baking
He does.
paper.
He does it.
Not
When he's in
baking
when he's in the
paper. Why not
apartment.
Yeah. We're not
baking
making a
paper?
fucking pie.
Yes, I
We're
know, but baking
attacking
paper's got like a
zombies.
slippy coating.
The-
So when they
the
try and
teeth will
bite
just
you,
come
their
straight
teeth
off.
will just slide
No,
off.
it's not cartoon.
Come on.
We'll use some of that lip gloss as well. And they'll slip straight out of it.
exactly.
But yeah, weapons, mate. Weapons.
So yeah, so for me,
All you're taking is two small knives.
I'd be knifed up.
You're dead.
I'd have 4 knives.
Four
I've got
knives.
2 that I can have in my waistband.
Yeah.
And I'd have 2 handheld knives.
You're dead.
He's dead.
And I'd be close
Going
quarters
in.
in the face all
Okay.
the time. All the time.
You're not having any kind of like longer range.
Well, put it
I
this
mean,
way:
you
if
having the sword,
if
I
you've got a load
suppose.
of zombies coming at you, you can let's say you can loose about 3 arrows before they're getting too close.
Mhm.
Then you've got to try and attack them
With
like,
your
close
arrows,
on.
obviously. Just stab them with your arrows.
Mm.
You're not
You've
seeing
got-
Walking
you've
Dead
got-
with
you've got-
Dale. That's
yeah,
all he does.
I know, but then you've got 2 arrows
his
and
crossbow
they're
and
really
his arrows.
flimsy.
Yeah, no, but you don't have to just have a bow and arrow.
They're quite flimsy and.
I know, we're not
and
having
yeah.
one weapon.
And then you've got mid range. I like to wait till they get. I mean, maybe a mid range weapon would be quite good. I have got some weapons when I did jiu-jitsu in there. So I've got a
A gi.
no, not
You could dress them up, then choke them out with their own gi.
I can't remember what it's called. There's a name for it. It's
That's
basically a
some sort of
wooden
like
samurai
bow staff.
sword.
Oh yeah, yeah. That'd be
A
quite.
bokken. It's called a
That'd be good to
bokken.
knock them out
got a
for about
bokken.
2 minutes.
Bang them on
No,
the head.
but
Pop,
yeah, if you're gonna break, and you can because they're made for like
Break.
Killing
like,
zombies.
against each other.
Yeah.
So they're really like hardy and springy. You could easily damage your head. I've got a Joe, which is like a 4.5 foot
Mate,
staff.
he's lived around the corner.
His name's Joe.
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 And I've got Hambo, which is like 2 foot, like solid, like a broomstick basically. I've 2 foot one and a 4.5 foot one.
Okay, so you've got some
So they
like
would be quite
midweight,
good.
mid range.
Mid range.
I'd take a couple of them if I were you.
I'd probably take the Hambo so I can like 2 feet away, but I want to get quite in close.
But the thing
Okay,
is as
James,
well-
I wanna
alright,
get
babe,
messy.
You
calm down.
want to get
But-
I
covered
wanna
in-
get-
you want
I
to
wanna
get
get-
covered in zombie
I
guts.
want to get
Yeah.
up to my nuts in guts.
And then you'll kill some zombies. Right, so we've got some
But
weapons then.
If there's all 4 of us, we've got to mix anyway, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
So we need it
Where
like.
does
the
everyone else
longer
stand on like long
and-
range, mid range, short range?
I
I'll-
don't really want to be anywhere near the zombies.
I'll be
so,
honest, I want to
you
be
know,
long
I'm
range
just-
and mid range if necessary, which is why I've got the bit of wood with some
Yeah, you want
nails
to be
in.
at the safest point.
I want to be as far away as possible because I don't want to
Surely.
get bitten.
Having said that, I think I
Unless you're wearing
work best under pressure. So if I'm panicking, that's when I'm likely to cause the most damage to
I'm-
zombies, which is why a close range weapon for
I'm
me is
gonna
probably
say-
good.
Rachel, that what would happen is you'd be looking at a zombie that's coming towards you, and then out the corner of your eye you'd see another zombie,
And go,
and
"Oh!"
you would scream
Yeah.
and start panicking because a zombie's creeping up on you, and
Yeah.
you don't do well. You scare easy.
See, in my
This
my
is
mind,
true.
any zombie that's far away, mid range away, I'm going to run away from.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave the area. I don't need to fight them. I don't need to attack
I'm-
them. If I can get out of the area and
Can
leave
they
them alone,
climb?
then that's fine.
No.
They can
So
climb.
my
no.
my combat is when. So for me, when they're in close range, that's when I have to kill them. Other than that, I'll just get away from them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not running. The Shaun of the Dead zombies. I'll take a gentle stroll away from them. I mean, I'm fat. I'm not running.
But that's
Are
why
these swimmers? That's what I was going to say.
What's that?
Swimmer zombies.
What they can
Not
swim.
swim, but can they like go in water and stuff?
Well, all zombies can go in water.
Well, again, if
They're
you
dead.
take
Pirates of the Caribbean. They
No.
walk under the water. They're zombies.
they do.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Game of Thrones here.
Yeah,
White
yeah.
Walkers.
White Walkers.
White Walkers. Yeah.
Obviously, they can walk underwater as well because they're dead, so they can do what they want.
Okay.
They don't need to
I
breathe.
think
do they?
boats are a good option.
A boat.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
We don't have a
how do we
boat,
get boat? Isn't a
Trying
weapon.
to escape the house and get a boat.
Well, we're not far from the canal. We're not far from a marina
That's what I
here.
mean.
Right,
Yeah.
so we've got the type of zombie, we've got the people, we've got the weapons, and the last thing I wrote down was mode of transport. So obviously, if we're going to try and fight a way out to somewhere.
I want to pose a question first
No. Yeah, far away.
to everybody here. So we don't know what's going on. We know there are zombies out to get us. We don't know where we're going to be safe, where we're not going to be safe, who's already a zombie, who isn't a zombie, where there are supplies, where aren't there supplies. What weight is there in just battening down the hatches and seeing things through in the house?
See, first of all, if there were zombies and we knew for certain there were
Well,
zombies
with Jimmy,
rocking
we'd have
about,
to stock up on food.
we don't because there's 3 other people here.
When you'll be first eating.
Good luck. Think
You'd be munching for
I
months
can
on you.
overpower a 3-stone weakling like you quite easily. But first
3
of all,
stone? That's not possible.
just being nice. First thing I would do is obviously try and get back to the wife. So I wouldn't batten down the hatches.
Louise wouldn't even know that anything had happened. She'd be
Louise.
quite happy just sat
So I was
at
going to say in
home.
She
this
would.
scenario, we're
She'd
just going to
just be
pretend
like,
like it's just us
"Oh,
four.
She
what's
would
going on?
notice
You're back
something.
already."
Yeah, I suppose
because she'd have
in
gone.
this scenario,
Where's Jim? Why isn't he here? And where's the man that brings me the whiskey and the
Yeah.
rum? Yeah, sorry, not the whiskey.
I was going to
My
say.
James,
glass is empty.
I have no drink in my hand.
James,
I was going to say. In
Where
this
is my
scenario,
food?
In this scenario,
Bring
we're
me
not
my
just going to
slippers.
pretend like it's
So we're
just
gonna-
us four.
So we're going to pretend that we
Yeah, 'cause
know
that would just
all
make
of
it hard.
all of the people that we know
Are dead. Let's
outside
just
are
say
dead.
they're dead.
Okay.
And it's us four.
No, I think that there's a possibility for going and saving souls.
Right. Okay. So the first thing, I'm not battening down hatches. I'm out of here.
Got to go and get Louise.
I'm going to get Louise and the girls,
Okay.
and obviously Amber
oh yeah,
and
Lisa.
the babies as well.
You're going
We
to drive
could
all the way
head
to
to
York.
A lot of people to try and
Exactly.
save.
We could
And I'm
head
going to
for
get my
York.
dad, and then going to get my brother.
Oh, that's a
You
lot
see
of
what I mean?
people,
You got to make sure that everyone's
Surely
dead
you gotta
first.
have one.
Sure, you got to
Let
let
them
them just get
die.
on with it. I
No.
can see. Let's get Louise sorted.
What about my 2 daughters?
They're gone.
Well,
they're
they-
gone.
they-
it's Jim.
They're
Emily's
gone.
gonna be fine.
They're
Emily's
in-
gonna be
Why do you
battering
think?
zombies
Why do you
left,
think I'm
right,
going to try and
centre.
find her?
Yeah,
She's
that's
my
true, actually.
protection.
We need her
Well,
on our
Emily,
team.
the thing is that they're in
Yeah.
their own bubble. They're in their own little like world.
Right. So who isn't? Is it just Louise isn't in a bubble?
Louise has got no one. Bless her.
All right. So she's just
She's all
sitting
on
at
her
home.
time. She's sitting at home just watching
Louise
the
is the
Salt and Pepper
blonde
documentary on
bombshell.
TV.
Yeah, listening to
that
Sean
needs
Paul.
needs to
Having
be
said that, she is the
rescued.
blonde bombshell. She is
Yeah,
going to
she's
die
got to
first.
be there. No, she's not.
Have you
She's
seen?
blonde
The blonde
bombshell.
bombshell lasts.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do win.
Sometimes they win.
Sometimes
She's
they
already
win.
won. She's got me as a husband.
That's true.
Exactly.
You seen what's it? Zombie World or what's it called?
Zombieland.
Zombieland.
Yes.
Blonde girl in that survives.
Which one? The second
The one
one.
that's
the
a
second
zombie.
one, yeah.
She's so funny in that. What's
She-
her name?
Oh
everyone-
no, she's
Remember?
not a zombie. Is she? She
No,
has an
you think she
allergic
be-
reaction.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just an allergic reaction.
That's right.
not
Yeah, the
shit.
peanuts.
I'm sure Tom Cruise is a zombie in Zombieland 1. Uncredited.
Possibly.
I'll have to show
Problem
you.
is, there's quite a few people like that's
yeah,
talking about that
there is
sort of
quite
people
a
in
few
Star
famous
Wars as well, isn't there? That
people.
make appearances as clone troopers.
But it's the bit where they go to the theme park,
Oh yeah.
and then all
the
the
end.
zombies look up. I'm sure Tom Cruise is one of them people. But anyway, so I'm only going to have to go and grab Louise.
Okay.
So I'll go and grab Louise.
And then where do we go?
Well, I'm
So
assuming.
we're all going to get in the car. So let's say you're
Well,
here.
do we all go to gate one person? Or?
Yeah, we've all got to stick together.
Because if I've come to your house, I'm assuming my car's here, so I could just drive off and go and get her,
That's true.
mow down some zombies while you're driving to York.
We'd have to leave Alyssa.
We're leaving her.
Alyssa's
She'll
collateral
be
damage.
alright,
We're not going to be
yeah.
able to go all the way to York. Now, I've always said the best place to batten down hatches would be my old man's house.
Yeah.
Because
he's
he
got
lives in
loads
quite a
of
detached
gym.
house, and next to his house is a school playing field. Is the school with a playing field, so you can easy escape routes.
And
if you
it's
need to.
fenced.
Yes.
And he is also another shotgun owner, and he still does have his shotgun, and he also has all my cartridges. So he has probably about 120 cartridges at home,
Yeah.
and he's got a very, very good shotgun,
And he's got a garage full of booze.
and he's got all the
And a
food
freezer
and
full of
all the
food.
booze. What we're looking at there, Ethan?
Is that
Showing
how you
me
think
something.
Tom
don't-
Cruise is
I
supposed
don't
to
know. I
be?
can't remember. It's a bit small on the
Yeah.
screen there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ethan's trying to show us an image.
Yeah,
of
that
Tom
looks
Cruise
that
in
looks like Tom
Zombieland.
Cruise as a zombie to
I
me.
put that in, but they're not. It's not coming up that it is him. It just looks like him.
Does though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. That possibly could be him. Well, let's face it, there's going to be some celebrities that turn into zombies
Gotcha.
in this world.
Oh,
But
Like
how
Bill
do we-
Murray,
so
like
how
Bill-
do we
pretending
get-
to
like
be
Bill
a
Murray.
zombie.
So how do we get to your dad's from here? Are we going to drive?
so hang on. I'm not entirely sure. I want to go to your dad's.
No.
I want to.
Exactly.
I
Are you
want to go to.
separating from us?
Well, I'm going to go and grab
Exactly.
Louise.
Yeah.
But I quite like the idea of going to where my dad lives, because you've got a canal right behind.
A canal.
Canal.
We've got a canal there.
I don't like any
Yeah,
of
but
the ideas.
his
I
is
think we just
literally
leave
out the back
everyone and
gate.
go on a canal.
So you can build two little walls, and they can't get past. They've got to go in the water. That's very deep water in a canal.
It is. There's also a good escape route.
Yeah. So that's a good one. Although there's no real weapons there, but
We've got
If we've-
weapons here.
we've got weapons here, and if we're out and about and we're going somewhere, I mean, there's shops.
pick up along
There's
the
shops
way.
we can pick up guns.
Is there though?
Yeah.
Well, there's not just
Like
a corner
what?
shop in Leicester. where
You've
you
got to
can get
think there's
yourself
going to
a
be
gun.
panic.
Yeah. Well,
So I
we
always
can
said
make
this.
use of stuff we've got here. All these glasses and stuff. Just take all of our glasses, wine glasses, shot glasses, whatever. Smash them up and just tape them to like clubs and stuff.
you can make small pipe bombs,
Yeah.
bags of nails. Just get down there B&Q, get loads of nails.
But so this is the thing that I've always, and this is what Walking Dead touches upon quite nicely. Is, are zombies the biggest problem in a zombie apocalypse?
Or is it the other people?
Is it the other survivors?
Mm.
It's got to be the other
Yeah.
Shaun
survivors.
of the Dead
So-
doesn't touch on that really.
No, Shaun of the Dead doesn't.
No.
Walking Dead definitely. does.
Walking, yeah, because if
thought
you
you
think
said
about
Shaun
it,
of the
if you think
Depends
about
how
it,
many people have survived.
because there's only going to be so many resources. There's only going to be so much of everything knocking around, and they're the only things knocking. They're the only other people knocking around that have some
But the
intelligence.
zombies are a problem because
Zombies
they
are a
just
problem,
try to
granted.
eat you.
So are we gonna?
So
have
while
that
you're
as an
melee
issue?
in the zombies, if another survivor walks in, you're just killing it, aren't you? If it gets in the way, you're killing it.
Would you
If
kill
they-
a stranger?
Talk me through a scenario, and I'll tell you whether they
Right.
will or they
So
won't.
we're trying to head somewhere.
Yeah, why don't we
We're
carry on with
getting
our
from A to B.
scenario? So we're still. Let's start with the house. We're still in the house.
Oh, okay. We'll come back to that one in a bit then.
Yeah.
Right. So
We're still in the house. We've got our weapons.
We've got our
we know that
weapons.
the zombies because it's been on the news.
Can
It's
I-
broadcasted that not zombies because they never actually call them zombies.
I think the wood.
But the dead are coming back.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to your gaff.
Well, hang on. Before
Hold on,
we do,
Ethan's
Yeah,
trying to work
come
out
on.
a
I'm saying that's where we're
scenario
going to go
where
to.
you can
I'm just
kill
saying,
a
let's
stranger.
go to that.
So you've decided we're going gyms.
Well, we've got to go there to
I'm
Louise
going
anyway.
gym. I'm going to mine.
Yeah. So
to
let's
grab
get
Louise.
all the
Gym.
weapons.
It's best
Let's
that
get
we
all the
stick
food that we can.
together.
Let's stick it all
Let's
in the back
face
of
it,
Jim's
You don't
car.
want. You just want tins. That's
I'll-
what you
I'll
want.
be honest.
That's
Yeah,
what you want to
tins,
carry.
water.
I'll be honest. If you come to my house, you know there's more food there than anywhere else, including supermarkets.
Tins. Tin stuff.
Tin stuff.
Okay, we're going gyms.
Yeah.
Tins,
I've
food,
got
water.
I've got a pantry full of food, and I mean a pantry full of food.
Which is
And
surprising.
there is so much alcohol
You
there.
must have stuck it.
Well, you're
there.
quite
That's
open where you are because, like, we're obviously like we're in an old cottage, but there's obviously walkways everywhere
Yeah.
all around our house, so you're quite open. But yours, you've got
Classic
the
front and
park
back.
the park is and the park is literally like 2 seconds away.
Yeah.
So out your front door and the park is
And
right
you
there.
go-
You can run straight over
Yeah.
the park. There's potential for escape.
So yeah, I'm going there, grabbing Louise.
But yeah,
grabbing-
okay.
grabbing a
So
load
it's
of
just been on the
alcohol.
news.
Yeah.
The dead are rising or whatever, and turning people into one more.
What's the message going to be from the powers that be? Obviously,
You're in the shit. Zombies
stay
are about.
in your homes.
It's going to
Stay
be
at
gonna
home,
be- yeah.
save
Save
lives.
lives.
Yeah.
wash your
Protect the
hands,
NHS.
Face,
put a face covering on.
That's going to be the.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that's
Face.
true because if nobody,
Face,
if
face,
nobody,
face.
if no one gets
Face.
bitten,
We don't know. It might be airborne for all we know.
who knows? Yeah, very.
knows?
That's
Who
very
knows?
true. What has caused this virus, Ethan, and how is it
Is that
attacking
what
people?
we're doing next?
Well,
Well,
no,
we
but
wouldn't
we
know.
don't
We
know.
wouldn't know. Yeah.
Well, let's
Well, is it
postulate.
going to be like Walking Dead, where they find out at like the end of the last series that everyone's actually got the disease?
I think the
Spoiler
way it
alert.
happens is a bat
Not the last series, the first
and an
series.
eel in
Did you
a
not know
wet
that?
market
Ooh.
in Sunderland.
Wow.
Did you not know that in Walking Dead that they
I
find
don't
out that they
remember.
all have the disease, and if they die,
the
just
end of the
of
first
natural
series.
causes, they turn into
Yeah,
a zombie
yeah.
Yes.
because they've all got it.
Yeah. So is that what we're going with? Postulate as a scenario, Ethan.
You
What,
die,
how we've
you
got
come
it?
back.
How is this being transmitted?
I think it's just if you bit, you turn.
Okay.
Only if you're bitten.
Only if you bit.
So if you stay hidden, you golden.
Yeah.
And if you die, you come
Depends
back.
how you're dead. Yeah. If you bit and die, like eating's a bitch, you come back. But if you shot, then you're dead.
Okay.
So
Your
some,
head?
like if I shoot you anywhere, you're dead. You don't come back
Right.
Okay.
unless you bit.
Unless you've been bit. What if
Okay.
you bit after you've died?
Too late.
Too late.
Too
'Cause they'll
late.
just eat you. won't they?
Okay,
They'll
fair
just eat
enough.
you like your
That's true.
food.
Fair
on
enough.
Yeah.
So we've got to my house. We've saved the damsel
Well,
in
we've not
distress.
even left. We're
We
still
have.
at the scenario that the news has just told us. So we've just magically appeared and teleported to your house
All right.
without fighting.
All
no
right.
zombies.
I'll drive.
You know. So we hear the news. I go, I'm going home. I get in the car.
Yeah. No,
I get in the
we've
car.
No,
got to tool
and
up
then we
first.
say we've got to stick together.
You have to ring
we have
Louise
to all
first
go at the
and
same
say,
time and get Louise.
What if Louise has rang you and be like, "I'm dead. I've been bit." What if that happens? That's the scenario I'm giving you.
That
Oh,
would
if the wife has been bit,
Yeah, she's
Fuck
already
off.
said.
she's a zombie. No, I can save her.
Do we
She's
go back
dead.
and kill her, or is she still a warm hole?
Oh no, you know what?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
John.
so
Just saying, if
right.
you,
Oh,
if
no.
you're gonna
Keep her locked up in the
if you
shed.
keep her locked up,
in the get dead shed.
she's still a warm, damp crevice.
No, John. I'm not going to go.
Do you
I'm
think
not gonna
zombies
go
go
kill her.
cold though?
Well, yeah,
Good
they've got no.
question.
They've got no pumping blood, so yeah.
Yes, they do.
I'm not going to kill her. You know, let her eat.
Would you not?
She's been a vegetarian for the best
Let
part of
her
3 years. Let her have some fucking meat.
Fill her boots.
That's true.
She hasn't had bacon for years. No meat. So let her crack on.
Would you let her eat your own arm?
What? No, because then I'll be a zombie.
Or you could cut your own arm off and feed it to her.
No thanks.
No thanks.
No, I'm just not going to go bother go save her.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
If I see her wandering around in a couple of years through a field, munching on a cow or something,
Oh, look who it is!
I'm like, I'm having that ring back. It cost me a fucking fortune. Go over, take that off, chop her hand off, no, whatever.
So let's say Louise hasn't been bitten. We go and get her. We relocate to your gaff.
So how are we
So we're
getting there?
saying there's no zombies when we leave here.
Well, there are zombies. We've got to fight our way out.
So yeah,
That's
how
what I'm
we
on
gonna-
about. Yeah.
Okay.
Cars
So
right on the front.
So we've tooled up.
What's
We
the
know what we're
strategy?
doing. We have a look out the windows.
yeah.
Now, I
Bill
don't,
and Susie are at you.
Oh, I bet they are. I bet they are. My neighbours are out there, and not only are they knocking on the doors and windows,
But then all of a
they've
sudden,
blocked us in on the driveway.
Oh yeah,
You can't
that's
get the
what
car
will
out.
happen. That'll be the bloody problem.
Fucking hell. So where I live, I have a very old
Who lives
house,
next
and it's
door
a
again?
shared
Sorry.
driveway.
Richard.
It's a
Richard's
shared
next door
driveway,
then.
and I share it with about 4 other houses, and we just all park our cars on it, and it could be 3 cars deep at some point, and we get blocked in sometimes, and they would have blocked us the fuck in.
so you've got to be thankful that your mate Jim stayed over the night before, because he
Where
would have
did he
been
park?
he would have been the last person parking in there.
Yeah,
But then when we're looking out the window, and Bill and Susie there moaning at us and
Am I-
blocked us in, Richard comes out in an angry strop saying, "You've blocked us in!" with his rocks. Just starts throwing rocks at them.
Brilliant. So he's a great distraction, throwing rocks at them. He's a
Rocks
perfect
at their
distraction.
cars.
Because I don't think we engage unless we need to engage.
Now I'm going to be
That's
honest.
the key.
With you living in such a small little villagey type place, I mean, you're not crash hot on locking your door, are you, John?
No,
No.
no.
So
No,
they're
it's
already
not.
in the house.
They could have been in the kitchen.
They
Or
could be in the
Because
kitchen.
zombies do like to try a door
They
handle,
do.
don't they?
And if
Also,
they've
are
made
we
it
getting
into the
the-
kitchen,
Have they eaten Mimi?
no, they met the dogs, mate. They're gone.
They've gone. All
But,
of them.
Oh,
but
not
you have
Amy.
you have got the
Except for
little,
Bluey's,
the
the
little
little
kid gate.
remaining.
haven't you? The
Oh
kiddie.
yeah, the little kiddie gate, the dog
Yeah,
gate.
dog
yeah.
gate.
Dog gate.
So
yeah.
they're stuck there. So
Okay, so they're just hoarded in the kitchen. So we have to go out the front door. We've got to go out
We
the
Or
are
we
front
could go straight
door.
out the front door and leave them to just roam the house.
you could,
We
or you know,
or we could take them out.
we're gonna have to get out there because I'm pretty sure some of your tools that you want to use are out there. Or
Yeah, see, the
Interesting.
sharpest knife in the world is in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So basically, what we're going to do is try and
Damn it.
Fight
kill
away
them.
into the kitchen. Fight away into the kitchen.
well, that's
I'd
going to be
say
quite easy actually.
cause a
Because
distraction through the front door, and then move through the house into the kitchen, and just fight the way through the kitchen using the, like I said, the parry and stab technique.
see, I'm just going to disagree with that. It's not going to be a lot of zombies in there.
No?
no,
So
because
we
it's,
just
it's not that
literally
big a
stand
space.
there and just
No, this is where I'll put the bow and arrow together. It gives me a bit of practice. Stand at the,
yeah.
stand
You're
at the
only
end of your
3
hallway.
feet away.
Stand at the end of your hallway and just
Take them all out.
take them all out. Give it a bit of
True, or I could just Rach could just attack him with a poker.
yeah. Or we Molotov cocktail it and burn your house down.
Yeah.
The house down, yeah.
Well, we can burn the house down because we're not coming back to it. Are
Yeah.
we? Let's
Also-
face it.
Are we raiding the 2 little corner shops right next to our house?
Definitely.
Oh yeah, good
Yeah,
call.
jelly tots,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
All the sweets,
Yeah.
sausage rolls.
Stella Artois.
So we've made it to my car.
Let's
We
hit the
we also
shops.
we're also going to get Alan because Alan we'll get Alan out.
Do you reckon we'll be able to get Alan?
We'll get
out?
Alan out.
Alan
So
the Audi.
we 2-car it, stock up real big.
stock up. So,
So
we
we've
hit the
managed to
shops
get out.
first.
We've got our weapons. We've raided the shops.
I know what we
Yeah.
could do. Go to Cost Cutter and get all of the pork scratchings.
Oh, I love
because
'em.
Well, I was actually thinking that's a good distraction for zombies because they smell like people. Well, some people
Pork.
smell like pork scratchings.
Oh, I wonder
They
if
smell like
That
meat.
is a
Me.
really good
just
And
buy
you can
raw
just like
meat
wave
and
it
throw
in front
raw
of
meat.
yeah,
So,
wave
good
it in
question.
front of
Does pork
their...
scratchings and raw meat distract a zombie?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. So it depends on the
I
type
thought
of
it was
zombie.
living meat.
I was going to say, is it living, blood pumping meat?
Right.
Because
Okay.
slabs of meat.
So
Well,
28 days later,
But,
zombie, that's rage.
but we
isn't
did
it?
say
So-
earlier, if you're
Yeah.
dead, they'll just eat you. So that's no
Yeah.
blood pumping. So I'm assuming slabs of meat.
But
Yes.
you don't really want to be carrying loads of slabs of meat with you just to throw.
Yeah.
Would
True.
you really?
Well,
That's
I don't
more
know, it's a
weight
bit of
to
a
carry. Yeah,
distraction.
You've got a lot of weight to carry as yourself, Jim.
I know I'm carrying you. So I'll be yeah. We go cost cutter. We get all of the slabs of meat. We go to the deli counter.
Yeah.
Pick it all up.
Get all the pork scratchings
start
because they're
driving.
good snacks for us as well. If we don't, if we
Absolutely.
decide not to throw them at the zombies.
I mean, we're not throwing them. I'm eating them.
high in protein,
Yeah.
high in calories.
Delicious on the
Yeah.
mouth.
Yes.
Salt,
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
So
We're
we
not
start
gasping for water by the end.
we start driving.
Looking like zombies.
No, no doubt, we would be the only team to die from a zombie invasion of kidney stones because of dehydration of eating.
During
so
the
many
during
pork
the
scratches.
apocalypse, we're the only ones that put on weight.
Everybody
we're
else
dri-
turns.
we're driving
we die
down.
of dehydration.
We're down the A46.
Okay, so what we're saying,
We're
we've
driving
got
down the
house,
A46. There's fucking cars everywhere. People.
Yeah.
No,
Oh yeah,
there's
it's gonna be
cars.
like
Traffic.
proper. Not cars, just
Imagine it.
dead.
Just-
Are we gonna have dead?
There's dead
Deserted
people.
cars.
Deserted
People
cars.
people
trying
in
to
traffic
get
trying to get
out.
No,
Someone will
deserted
crash
cars.
into
So like
Crashes.
Walking Dead, where he's on the
Yeah.
motorway and it's
Yeah.
just cars.
See,
just
ideally,
deserted.
you want to be away from your neck of the woods because it's more
Yeah, but we've got
urbanised.
to get
We've got to get Louise.
Got to get Louise.
Gotta get
We
Louise.
could always go
You're gonna have to ring her.
because the only people there are old.
I get her to see.
So I think it's going to have to be a case of get her and get out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
this is what Jim's saying. We're halfway there to try and get her, and the
I
A46
know, but
is slammed.
the initial,
You're not listening.
I am listening. But the initial idea
We're
was
on
to go
foot
and
now.
hold up at Jim's.
No,
No, no.
that wasn't the idea.
Because
It was
you've got
just
all
get
the food.
get the wife. No, we're packing the food. We've got Alan.
Is she already
We've got
packing the
segment.
food?
She's got
Have
it.
you given her
Oh,
instruction?
Louise, yeah,
'Cause you-
Louise
'cause
would
you-
have sorted
Hold
out
on,
the
I
if
don't-
I get
don't
there and she
worry.
hasn't packed her bags.
Right. So how long have you
Louise
known
will have
Louise, and
sorted
has
it
she
out.
ever let you down?
Never.
No, there you go.
Always
Okay.
food available, so,
So we're
don't
stuck
worry
now
about that.
on
She's
the
cooked.
road.
She's
Where are
cooked
we
you a
stuck?
dinner
Where are we stuck again? Sorry.
on the
The hash
A46.
browns in the oven.
Yeah, the hash browns are.
So we're stuck on the A46. We've got to ditch your car.
No, we haven't got to do the chili car. We've got to get out.
No, Ethan's posing as a scenario. They've
We're
got
gonna
to
have
ditch
to-
the car.
We're gonna have to ditch the car and go on foot.
I don't know.
What,
From
on
the
foot?
A46?
You
Can't
can't
go on
A46.
foot, it'll take us
We said there's cars in the
ages.
way.
Yeah,
They're all
you can
deserted
move.
cars.
Hold on, that could be a thing.
It could be.
The best laid plans.
But
we could be on the A46 just coming off the.
We
where
could
it looks
literally get
like
to the
turning.
end and nick a car right at the end, a big car, and
That's
just go
what
on.
we
Yeah,
do.
so we're
That's
on- we're
what
on
we
foot
do.
now. So where
Ooh, I don't know
where
about
are we
that.
on foot on the A46?
I don't know where we say. Where did you?
I,
Where,
I'm telling you, if we join the
your
A46,
car is not going to batter crap loads of
I'm
cars
not
off the
suggesting it would.
A46.
I would suggest we just get in the car and move them.
What, move the other people's cars?
Yeah.
But
We're
there
going to
are
be
Yeah.
there for
there are
hours.
zombie people knocking
Not
around.
really, because not every car is going to be in the way. you know.
Useless keys are going to be in them. Some people might have just legged it without their keys.
Yeah, because all you do when you're running away from zombies, turn your ignition off.
They might, be
run out
going
with your
home.
key.
They might be trying to get home. And
There might be.
their house keys on their car keys.
It might be.
Well, but they might have turned as well.
They're not
so
going to be
that
fiddling
it-
around
it
trying
might
to get
be-
the house key. How far though?
But that's not going to be every car, is it? So
It might be full of
there's 2
zombies.
lanes of traffic.
All right. So yeah. And
I'm
in
not
both-
saying
when
we're
about
jam
6 cars
packed.
in front of us, all the keys are gone.
Or there's just a pile up of cars, and like even if the keys were there's so many
We're gonna have
cars.
to go up
it's
the
like,
embankment.
where are you
Yeah.
going to move?
Listen
gonna
here,
have to turn
we're going on
around,
foot.
We're gonna have to
That's
turn
fine.
around,
We're
go
on
the wrong
foot.
way back up the
That's
A46
fine.
slip road,
I'm happy that
and
do that. I'm
go
happy to say
through.
that.
I know you don't like the
Preston.
word on foot.
No, but
You'd rather be in a car.
depends. What I'm about to say is exactly that. It depends where. So if we're
Well,
at the
you
start,
tell me. You said we've hit traffic.
yeah.
Not
So if
traffic.
we're at the start of the A46, I'm getting in a different car and I'm going in
Yeah.
a different direction.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
Louise, I
Because
ain't
that's going
walking
to take
that
us
far.
3 or 4 hours to
If
get
we're
there.
Yeah.
if we're
But
coming
it's going
off,
to take us longer to move them.
yeah, but
No,
just
yes,
the length of
yes.
time in general, it's too much. She's gonna die.
Beaumont Lee's turn off.
I don't
on
know.
the
I can always run
A46.
there.
You
Oh,
can't
no
run
way.
there.
I used to walk it.
Right, that's not running it.
Yeah, but it wouldn't take
This
me.
is
long.
a lot of effort, isn't it?
Just
I'm
to save
just
Louise.
get Louise.
Can we
No,
just-
we've got to
I mean,
get
just
Louise.
generally.
Just to
Could we
save
not
my
just-
wife.
No, I mean, like, just generally, could we not just stay home?
No, because we've got to get
She
Louise.
could get an Uber.
Yeah, she could, yeah.
To be fair, most of them are zombies anyway, them drivers.
She could get an Uber.
Or we could all just walk to Costco along the canal path.
Are we just going?
'Cause then if the
Yeah, but then
zombies
Louise
hate,
has gotta
just
walk
push them
on
in
her
the
own.
water.
See, that's a very good point. Do we go rural? The more rural, the less people.
Once I've got Louise, happy to go anywhere. I think
Okay, so you've gotta get
a
Louise.
place
Louise
like
won't
I'm gonna
wanna
pose
go
this
rural,
question.
though.
no, but she would quite happily go Costco.
That's
So
true.
let me pose this question.
She would go Costco.
Rows and rows. And
Yeah, but do you
rows
think everyone's
of
just going to go
alcohol.
there?
Yes.
Do you think everyone's just going to go there?
Well, this is it. When we get
We're
there,
like the
no,
last-
because
then
you have
we're
to have a
like-
membership.
We've been too busy. We've been too busy podcasting. We're like 6 hours behind, not knowing this has already happened.
Do most people just follow the rules and stay in their house?
yeah, most people will be.
Being
Yeah.
afraid? Because I cannot wait for a zombie apocalypse.
You say that, but if it ever happens,
You would actually
you'll
bob
be like,
yourself.
I'd be out there.
He'd be out there with his knives, and he'd be like, "Motherfucker," and die
I'd be like,
instantly.
Yeah,
I'd
straight
be like, I would.
away.
I'd be like Drax.
I'd be
I'd just
videoing
go
him.
running out there, knives in hand,
I'd be videoing
bare
it.
chested.
He's the moment he's been. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah. Bye, John.
He's turned.
I'll shoot you with my bow and arrow.
As soon as you run out the door, we're locking it.
So,
Do not follow your father.
Can we say in the scenario?
can we steal a car?
No, hang on. Can we say in the scenario we make it to my house, we grab Louise, but then we can't use the car?
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause otherwise-
I'm just saying.
You're just desperate for
What's
your
to
wife,
stop
here,
us?
aren't you?
Yeah, of course
Well,
I
I
am.
think it's lovely. Even in this scenario, Jim won't leave Louise behind.
Of course I am. I'm not. Yeah, I mean, other than the.
What if I
Completely
turn
made up
round
scenario.
and pack 3
I,
bullets
I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Ethan, you
If
just
it's
signed your own death
You
warrant
just killed
there.
your wife.
if it's a long walk, fuck off. But if I can drive there, absolutely, I'm saving
What
my
I'm
life.
saying is up the road. There is one of the 4x4. You know the 4x4 rescue people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of 4x4 Range Rovers, Land Rovers.
We're just getting them
Road.
smash cars out
Who's
of
to
the
say
way.
that we can't burst into someone else's house,
Kill
kill the
them.
occupants?
Wow.
Well, whatever.
Whatever.
If we're going to
We'll
do
be
that,
on the
I'm
news.
stealing
And-
a
Don't
car.
stay in your house
and-
because there's
and-
4 lunatics coming in killing you all.
and/or hot wire, steel keys, whatever it might be. But rather than leave our cars, take a 4x4 like a proper off-roader. And then if we do get up to some things, we can go up the bank, around the cars.
Yeah, that's
Like,
fine. Yeah, I will say that
bug out
I'm not
vehicle.
necessarily on board with breaking into someone's house and killing innocent people.
I'm up
We need
for
to actually decide what we're
anything.
doing because we're almost an hour in and it still feels like we haven't left Sowerby yet.
We're on the A46.
Run the A46.
So
I'm up for anything. As soon as a zombie hits this window, I'm stabbing the shit out of someone.
someone is
Someone's
getting
getting
stabbed.
No matter who it is.
Someone's getting raped.
You're like, what's happening? Chow, chow, chow. Oh, sorry, babes.
So to thingy, we've just been told a zombie apocalypse.
Oh god, we're not starting from the beginning again.
We've
We know
got our
where we are.
guns.
Yeah.
I mean our weapons.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We picked
We've
Louise up.
escaped.
We've got Louise.
We're in
We're
the
at your
car.
house. We're now at
We've
your house.
now got
In
Louise
a
at your house.
In a
We've got
stolen
Louise.
4x4.
Yeah,
In a
fair enough.
stolen
And we've got
4x4.
supplies.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got all
And
the
we've got a
supplies.
What we're gonna
supplies.
do?
now.
Do we
What we're
wait
going to
it
do
out?
from your house?
Kitchen party.
Sean Paul.
Sean
Sean
Paul.
Paul.
No.
Do we just
John
get
and I
drunk?
sitting out in the Get Dead shed having a cigar.
I'm
No.
sorry, James, but Rachel and Louise both turned. I had to kill them.
I'm like, fair enough. Monte Cristo.
Paul came on and I had to kill them.
Do we get in your hot tub or we go in?
Oh,
Quick dip in it last
There's, I
time.
tell
One
you
last
what, yeah,
time.
there's no harm in having a quick dip in the hot tub. Yeah,
but are you not just like a slow cooked piece of meat to a zombie?
basically, I am human soup.
It's like you've been ban-maried.
Yeah, I'm human soup, cooked to perfection at that point. Right, so
So we're in yours. We're all
that's
stocked
what
up
we
ready.
need to discuss then. So where do we want to go? I'm quite happy for a Costco type deal, or
I
Or,
would,
you know,
but
I
I
I
think, a
don't
lot
think
of
we're already
people
too
would-
much stocked up. Though.
I think a lot of people would go there. I would be
You're
tend.
just
I would tend to.
methaney tonight.
So I've always thought when it comes to survival, like
you want to go to the woods, don't you?
Yes.
I
And the
know,
only reason I
you
say
always
this,
really
the
want
reason I say this is because,
You're a woodsman.
but not just that, survival for me isn't about, like when you look, I watch all these programs about surviving and like surviving an apocalypse and things like that and preppers and things. It's all about accumulating as much stuff as you can. But who knows what's going to happen that you lose that stuff.
I think that's what we should do. Watch
If you,
so much of that preppers thing. We find the nearest person to us.
well, no,
Just
they're all in
go to
America.
a
They're all in
radio.
America. But what I mean is if you've got a house full of stuff, who knows that some big bad person isn't going to come and steal all your stuff?
Yeah.
And you've got nothing. So the stuff that you've got in your mind, like you've prepared in your head, like you know, like you can survive in the wild, eating whatever, snaring rabbits, whatever it might be, that can't be taken away from you. So as long as you can go out somewhere and survive, you don't need all of that shit.
Yeah, but
You don't
if
need to.
Can't,
Yeah, but
Costco is a good option.
yeah, no, but then but there's so many people that can't do that. They're all going to have that Costco idea. They're all going to be.
Well,
We
you
need
know,
to go
some
somewhere where
people
all
prefer-
the stuff is.
Don't
You don't
forget-
need all the
Prefer our
stuff.
This zombie
So-
apocalypse might have happened whilst Costco was open, and
Costco
they
could be
might.
full of zombies.
Yeah.
That's true.
Could be, but so could the woods. You know, we're in a
Yeah.
lock,
Possibly, but
we're in a lockdown, COVID lockdown.
Yeah.
People are exercising in woods
true,
more
but
than
there's going to
anything.
be less people in the woods because either
Is
people
that
are
what
gonna
we're
be
going
at
off? That
home-
COVID's just gone nuclear.
Yeah.
And turned people
Nuclear
into
COVID
zombies.
is
Yeah.
cool, but I would be happy to go to our wood or a rural area, like you were saying, the canal, something like
Yeah.
that, where there's less people, because that means you're going to come in contact with either less people
So,
and or less zombies.
Rather than
Try to survive
a
on the
wood or something like that, where there will be, you know,
Yeah.
recreational walkers, hikers,
Yeah.
Druggies.
cyclists, druggies, teenage kids shagging
Yeah.
that have all zombied.
Yeah.
Just get on a canal boat.
But then you're going to
I
have
do
your general
think boat is the
canalists-
best.
Your general canalists. That are
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
But
be-
they're
they're
not going
on
to
their own
jump over
boats.
onto your boat, are they?
Our zombies are Shaun of the Dead. They can't jump.
True. So we just steal a canal boat
And
and
we've got-
kill somebody in a canal boat and steal their
no,
canal
no,
boat.
some zombie was on a canal boat.
Okay.
It was their canal boat. They got zombied elsewhere.
Or
Free
we just
canal
nick
boat.
a canal
So we
boat.
load the car up with some supplies,
Yeah, we load it up.
canal boat it up.
And if there's other canal boats in our way, thankfully one of our members brought some Molotov cocktails.
Yeah.
Boom.
Or we could just take
The
more than
canal
one
boats.
canal boat,
Nice.
so we have our own space.
And then we anchor our canal
You just
boat.
wanted somewhere to wank, don't you? We get another canal boat
Why
so we
is
can have
that
our own
coming in your
space.
head?
Because I need to wank and I don't want my daddy seeing.
Of all the things to worry about in a zombie apocalypse,
I'm not
wants to
worried
wank.
about that.
Ethan wants his own wank
I just
space.
mean the more boats, the
we
better.
can moor our canal boat in the middle of either in the middle of the canal or the middle of so that
We want like an
water.
island in the middle of a
So
canal.
do we go canal boat or do we find a body of water? So
I
if
think
we
canal boat and then onto a body of water.
so if we went to somewhere like Bosworth Water Park,
I can't believe well, this is the most British zombie getaway ever.
but Bosworth Water Park, quite a large body of water.
Canal boat. Most people would get like a massive 4x4, Mad Max it out, 4 knots.
Cup of tea, yes please.
Oh, lovely. Would you like some Stilton, James?
Drop a whiskey in it, thanks. Can't
Morning,
have
Jean.
She's like, Blaze.
She's on her boat, the Good Hope. Morning, Jean. Yes. How are you? How's James? Oh, he turned this morning. Well, make sure you keep him locked away. I have done. Bye.
Is
Make
it the
sure you
arse?
try that bacon. The butcher's fantastic.
It's a lovely cut. Yeah. So, do we go Bosworth Water Park and get on a boat there?
And just sit in the middle of the lake.
What, one of
Sit in
them
the middle.
pedalo boats?
Or the
The
water.
big swan.
I want a
I mean-
unicorn.
To be honest, I was talking about a sailing boat, but yeah,
Um,
somewhere like that, not necessarily Bosworth
So
Water.
what's
but
happening?
somewhere
I'm
else.
lost here. We've left
We're trying to
Jaws.
decide where we're going to go.
Or
Abbey
so we've not
Park.
left George yet. We're just deciding.
The
Abbey
boating
Park.
lake
Go
at
in
Abbey Park.
boating lake. Well, that
Animal
has,
corner.
see, now you say that, but that has got an island in the middle.
It does.
It has.
That is
yeah.
a land island.
Yeah. And you've got Pets Corner. Or
Yeah,
whatever
that is
it's
true. It
called.
does have an island that could be
And the
defended.
bandstand.
Could be defended, and is, you know, I don't know how. Well, I don't know what the underwater bit
Do you know
is
what else
to
we
get
could
up
do?
there.
My unit at work
Your
is
unit.
in the middle of nowhere. It's got full electric. It's got all my camping stuff.
Hang
in
on,
it.
are we saying all the electric's working?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Google
Well,
and stuff. We've got internet.
electric is working over
Yeah.
there in a minute, but it is a place that's only got one entrance in and out. It's got one door. It's
Gated.
fortified. It's gated. There's nobody up there.
And there's
Apart from
crap
race-
loads of gym
apart
equipment.
from
Loads of
racist
gym
comments.
equipment
We
which
get
can be
really
used as
And
weapons.
all that gym stuff, that
all my camping
all that
stuff's
like
up there.
knives and stuff you've got
Yeah.
from
I've got
that
all
gym
those,
you were going to
all
make.
those Chinese weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, those
Oh
Chinese,
my
those
God.
flimsy Chinese weapons.
Yeah, but you could at least you'd stab someone in the head with them.
Okay,
They
so
do
We
some
could sharpen
damage.
them.
now the only problem with that is
And it's gated all the way around.
it
and
is,
I've got a
it
key
is,
fob,
it is
electric gate.
gated and there is fence, but if there's a horde coming, they're ripping
Yeah.
that shit down.
Yeah. And
True.
you've got nowhere to go from there.
None of the buildings are that tall. They're not
Yeah, but
exactly.
me and Jim, we found out that one of the units is full of really fancy cars, so we
Well,
could just nick them
fast
really
cars.
fancy fast cars.
Supercars.
We could do, but what are we going to do? Just go tear him round?
Yeah.
What, knocking him over? Running zombies over?
All
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
say, this
well
might
good.
persuade you. One of them also, Jim, is full of now fancy motorcycles as well.
Yes, we'll go to your unit and damn the consequences.
No,
He
I
was-
think
he
we'd
was
be
tearing
fine.
up and down today on his Triumph.
Okay, so let's go back a
What if we do
stage
Walking Dead when they go
because-
into prison and every time
See,
a
that's
zombie
what-
comes
I
to the
think that's a
fence, there's
brilliant
someone
idea.
there just
Hold on,
stabbing
hold on,
him.
hold on.
Rachel
Every
was
time.
Hold on,
talking.
let me just
Fence.
say, we go and get the bike. We go there first and get the bikes because on a bike it doesn't matter if the A46 is
Exactly.
backed up. You can drive through cars. You can
Not
drive
if they're
up,
like, not
you
if
can
they're
drive,
like smashed
you can
into
drive
each other.
up hills,
You can go-
drive over cars on a
Yeah,
bike.
but is Louise going to get on a bike?
You've
You've
with
seen-
you?
seen
not evil
Triple
Knievel.
X.
And are you going to ride a bike
Yeah,
with great struggle?
you know I can ride a motorbike, don't you?
Oh, I thought you meant actual bike.
Pedal cycle.
I also can ride a
Oh,
bike.
Yeah, but going
pedal
uphill,
cycle
you're
isn't
just
getting us
coming
anywhere.
down.
Hold on, there's another unit there that does electric bicycles as well as motorbikes.
And that's what you
Oh,
get for
wicked.
being a little cunt.
Yeah.
Jim, I'll axe you.
Yeah, of course you
Oh,
would. If you can walk over to me with all those arrows in you.
Nobody's turning on each other yet.
Oh, watch me.
I'm loving the canal idea.
I like it.
Like in The Good Life on the canal.
You know, on the top, instead of like having little plants and stuff, we've grown cucumbers.
Zombies falling into the canal.
We hit up Wilco's. We hit up Wilco's for all their seeds.
We've got a little sort of grow on top.
And you know what
Some
else?
solar panels.
He's vegetarian now. He's
gotta
gone
be.
full vegan.
He's got to be.
He loves it.
He
He
loves
can't.
it.
He's telling everyone all the zombies are psychopaths.
Anyway, I think we're
You
getting a
know
bit
what?
like distracted with other stuff, so we
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
go
you can
over
wait
what
till
we're
after that.
doing.
This
So-
is what we're doing. I genuinely think canal boat.
You think canal boat?
So at the minute, we need to decide where we are in the story. We're still at your house.
We've left there now. We've
When did we leave? We never.
We
I
packed
thought
up
we
all
were
the
deciding.
no, we're deciding. So we're in the house and we're deciding where we're going to go.
We're all snacking on crisps
You
or paw
are-
scratching. It's deciding, making a
slowly
plan.
getting dehydrated.
Just getting like loads and loads of water in us at the same time. Like these are beautiful but very, very thirsty. Right. So you want to go canal? Louise.
I think
Louise says, "Can we just stay here?" And we just say no.
we say,
We
Louise.
say, listen here, Louise. We're going on a canal.
No. Where do you want to go?
We need somewhere that's easily defendable.
I
You're
said
with
at
the-
first the boat.
You're okay
I
with the
think
boat?
that's why I asked.
For me, it's got to be
can they
somewhere
swim?
rural where there's less people. Because where there's less people, there's less zombies and there's less people that
Or
can
New
take
Town
shit.
Yeah,
Infants.
Bosworth Water
Because they're all
Parks.
old people. We've got
Bosworth
Bradgate
Water
Park.
Park's out of there then, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
it's a tourist destination.
Bradgate
And you
Park.
also need something that's easily defendable.
We've got all the deers we can hunt
I
in
do
Bradgate
quite
Park.
like. I do quite like Abbey Park Island in the boat
But you're in
lake.
the middle of the city.
Guys, Bradgate
Right in the
Park.
middle of
We've
the
got all the
city.
deers we can hunt.
They'll all be gone from all of the people that were zombies in Bradgate Park.
I don't think there'll be many zombies in Bradgate Park, but I quite like the Bradgate Park idea. But again,
But
the
we
more
could break
rural you
into the
are,
big castle thing,
better.
and that could be our base. The
the
castle.
more.
I think we
Other than
need.
the canal, I genuinely think up in my unit, up in
The unit's
outskirts
quite a
of
good
Thingy,
idea as well.
There's nothing up there.
Yeah.
The closest
It's-
small.
So
village
currently
is
we are
down the road.
arguing. We're in the kitchen arguing whether to canal or unit,
See, I'm not a massive fan of the
and we're
unit idea
slowly
because
turning
it
against
is
each other.
such a big area to try and defend.
But there's nothing
Once you
to
get,
defend.
once you get, there is.
You know
we
where to
had,
defend
like-
from.
If we made
Where are you going to be attacked from?
let's say we made
Only
all-
people from
all
Burton on
round.
the Wolds, but only Burton on the Wolds.
No, because they move. These
Yeah, but they're
buildings
going to be.
move.
Yeah,
it's
but
going
we've
to
only
take
got
them
fence. So listen, we could.
ages. It's going to take
If
them
we see a zombie
ages.
coming to the fence, we can have a scouter does every 2 hours just stabbing zombies. At the
I
fence.
get that if you can see them, But if you can't see
He
them,
just
because,
walks round every.
Why can't you see them?
Plus, why are they going to be coming
because
into? Why are
there's
they going to be?
4 of us,
And
5 of us, sorry.
I bet at that unit, there's in the building, they've got cameras that will be
Also,
around.
yeah,
the
Need
why
to
are they coming?
control
Why are
room.
they coming to us?
Because they can smell our flesh.
That's that. So even from a
Well,
massive
why do
distance,
zombies go anywhere? Because they're after food.
But they only
But
have
we're in the
human
middle of
noses.
nowhere. We
They
are
only
in the
have
middle of
human
nowhere.
noses. A human nose can't smell like I can't smell you. Or
Oh, I'm on
well,
a computer
They're
screen.
bloodthirsty.
I can
Yeah,
smell you
true.
at the minute.
Yeah,
They're
well,
You're
I know.
right.
bloodthirsty. That's why.
yeah, no, but they can't. They can't. They've not got the ability to be able to smell that. So usually it's like, oh, they can hear you. It's like sound, oh, and then they go walking towards you. But we're going to be such in the middle of nowhere that we're only got to defend from one small village. And that's if everybody turns. If not everybody turns, then you're not going to. And plus, you're so far away from that village as well. You're on an industrial estate. If there's nobody else on that industrial estate, you've
I
literally
suppose
got that whole
COVID,
site,
everyone's
2
working
acres.
from home.
You got 2 or 3 acres where potentially nobody's there.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I just think
Probably the only
because
people we're
it's-
going to kill are the people that are working on the unit.
because
at the
it's
minute.
such a big area
Or they could become our friends.
and there's a big perimeter fence there. I mean, if they do
See,
decide
that's a
to
negative
start,
and a positive, I think.
yeah, if they decide to start walking from wherever around that sort of area.
But then we can get out. There's
See,
2
we just
exits all the
decide-
way out, and then there's the big electric
Well,
gate.
I'm looking
I
for
can
like a
pop the
forever
electric gate
home.
out.
What are we
Oh,
deciding?
forever.
Forever.
A forever
Oh,
home.
okay.
Are we saying that we're never going to make a group either? Or is it just going to be as 5?
Well,
Well,
Or are
don't
we
know.
going to
This
make
is it.
friends?
we have-
do we make
we-
friends?
once we've found somewhere to live for a while,
Because
then
if
we
we
need
went
to
to
make
the
that
unit
decision.
and there was people at the unit that were still alive that we made friends with, we could use them.
Yeah, we could do a big
we could
collective.
use them.
Yeah,
be-
we
they
could have
be a
like 3
collective.
people scouting the
Ah,
fence
okay.
every 2 hours.
So we make friends with Paul and
Simon.
Simon.
So we have is that a thing we've made?
Yeah. So we've
So
decided
Paul and
the
Simon
unit.
are 2 people that work at the unit.
So we've made a way
Yeah.
to Burton
that
on
were
the
there when
Wolds.
we were working and they're still alive.
They're
We've made
still alive.
friends.
So is the
Okay.
dog. Lovely dog.
So we
Yeah.
just Def saying we've made it to the unit.
Yeah. So we got back in our.
Right, so we've gone to the
So
unit. we've not
from-
gone to the
and we've gone
canal.
to the unit.
From
decided
your
to go to the unit.
kitchen, we've decided we've had
Right,
an
back up
argument.
to 46.
We go in unit
Yeah.
and we've gone to the unit.
I can tell you now, I'll
Rachel,
kill Paul.
What are you drinking? That looks like soup.
It's lime water.
Okay.
I'm killing Paul, by the way,
Why?
because he's racist.
You might be racist, but
But in a zombie
is it-
apocalypse, you might not be anymore.
you don't allow. You're not
He
allowed.
will be
those-
very racist towards zombies. I bet.
You're not allowed those prejudices, Ray, when you're fighting for your life.
It's
Unfortunately.
the only chance I'm going to get to stab him in the
Have
eye.
you ever seen that sketch?
If he
where
turns,
it's
I'll
like-
allow
And
you to
without
stab him.
anybody telling
I'm
me
just going to say,
otherwise.
if you, right,
tell you
if
what,
he
Ray,
turns, I'll let you kill him.
We'll have a group discussion about it, and I'll vote against it. But then secretly, I'll go. And then me and you
Have
will
you ever
just
seen-
snip out.
Have you seen that
Fucking
sketch where it's
stab him.
like zombies are racist and zombies just don't attack black people? They only attack white people.
I won't be surprised. Fucking zombies. So, up at the unit, and we can. That's good because we can try to gather sort of like a.
I don't want to
get
be up
people
in
in,
the unit.
'cause-
It's cold.
Yeah, but
We've got
exactly,
heaters.
It's remote. It's remote. I've got 3-4
We're gonna
heaters.
be
up
cold
there.
I've got
wherever
my
we-
dry robe, haven't I? So I'll be all right.
We're going to be cold wherever we go.
Well, there's plenty of trees up there, isn't there? We're
Yeah.
chopping trees down. We've got fires going.
But is that going to draw attention to us if we've got a big
Well, no,
fire
because
going?
I think we're going to take over the main big unit there, aren't we?
From my small
And we're-
unit, we can venture forth.
No, I'm
and
saying as
find
soon as we
different
get
areas.
there, you know that massive, great big unit that
Yeah,
they
yeah.
did renovating of it.
Yeah,
We can have a fire on one end of
We
that
could
and
literally
not
have that
to worry
whole
about the fumes.
building.
possibly. Yeah, possibly.
Not just our unit.
This is the
don't forget,
beauty
we could
of
have
it.
it all.
But this is the beauty. We've got one small area that we can. From there, we can then wait till.
And if we've made friends with them
because at the minute
guys,
it's
they have the
nighttime,
keys for
wait till
everywhere.
morning. We can start.
Building up.
Simon can tell us who's what's going on.
And you know what?
thing is, they're going to have their families as well. I reckon.
We can build a flue, knock
That's
out
not bad.
a bit of a wall.
There already is a big boiler room with a
Yeah, there
chimney
you go.
stack and everything.
Then you go, yeah. So we can have heat. So you're not going to
Okay,
be cold.
so we're all right at the unit
Yeah.
then.
You got a plumber, so if the heating goes down, I'll fix it.
He'll
Yeah.
advise us to phone another plumber.
Yeah.
Ring an emergency.
Zombie John will turn up. It's going to cost you.
But what are we going to do for food and stuff up at the unit?
Oh, we packed all the food when we
packed
left
some
Right,
over.
food,
okay.
but we're going to have to obviously do
We're
some.
going to have to venture out
Yeah.
to go and get more.
But you are in the middle. You are in the middle of the countryside.
Well, we're gonna
so there's
surely
a lot
see
of-
That's a
Out for
shout.
a
If we're in the middle of nowhere, we're going to struggle with food.
Mm.
Yeah, well, this is the point. This is what I was trying to say. It's like hoarding stuff is great, but what you're doing, you're relying on stuff.
We're gonna have to have
The
a few
idea
people
is
that
to
can go
rely
out.
on
To be
your
fair, if
skills.
we've got the supercars available to us, then we can be quick going and getting stuff, can't we? It
Very
reduces the
loud though.
amount of time.
So when
Very
you
loud,
say
yeah.
they can
Yeah,
come by
true.
hearing
Very
things,
loud.
Yeah.
There's a convenience store not far away from there. We could potentially
Well,
raid
that'll get
that.
raided.
That would be
But
done.
then that would have
That'll
already
be
been raided.
done.
But we
But-
like,
there are going to be rabbits and hares and stuff around. I know how to set a snare. You know how to set a snare.
we can do
We're
some
eating rabbit.
snaring. Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
we can do some snaring.
I've got a bow and
some
arrow.
woods
Any
around.
sitting bird
Rabbit and leaves.
Yeah.
is dead.
If any old people are there that would slowly die, and just eat them.
Yeah.
You can eat them.
It could be that we have to start eating some peeps.
So obviously, in a lot of zombie things and other like horrors, eating human flesh can turn you mental. Are we having that in this one or not?
Nah, just tastes like good pork.
Why
Just tastes-
pork? Because of
'Cause apparently
scratchings.
human flesh tastes like pork.
Who said?
Just a guy I know.
Used to know.
Does it taste like pork? Is that what they
Apparently,
say?
yeah.
I thought
Apparently.
everything tasted like chicken.
No, apparently it smells and tastes like pork.
Okay.
I'd make great crackling.
I reckon, yeah.
Really would.
So what? So how do we? Where do we go from here? Do we see it out? Or
Well, I think we're going to have to do the sit and wait for a while, aren't we? Well,
Yeah.
before we start doing a hunting and stuff like that, we're going to work our way through the supplies.
so
And
it's
at
like
that-
Yeah.
Walking Dead, isn't it?
and
We
at
just have
that
to keep
point,
going and see
we're
what's
then,
going
well,
what.
the fuck? We're out coming to close to our supplies ending.
Yeah.
We've not seen anyone else. No one else has come on. We've killed a few zombies here and there.
Venture out and see what
The
what
key
the
for me.
situation
Now this is where
We
people
need,
always
what's
forget.
situation? That
The
sort of
key
thing.
for me
That's
would
correct.
always be prepared to move.
Mm.
So I reckon.
So you're basing it on heat. Don't have anything that you can't leave
Yeah.
the drop fat within
So
60
we
seconds.
have the setup where we are at up in the unit, up near Burton on the Wolds. We have a setup there, but potentially we also have something ready to go near a canal.
Yeah, we're going to have
But
a
we can
holiday
just
home.
Bug out. Yeah, we can bug out to a
We
canal.
can
if
get a
we
Dutch
need to.
barge for a
Yeah,
holiday home.
Dutch barge,
Yeah.
exactly.
Go and see
then-
June.
Go and see June.
Summer residence.
How are you, June? How's
Lovely
David?
weather we're having.
He's not gotten any better, I'm afraid. He's still a bit bitey.
He's a little bit bitey.
And then that's the key: is not settling, always being ready to go. Pow! Next move.
So
Pow! Next move.
the next scenario. So we're
Ethan's
okay.
turned. What do we do?
No, the next thing. Yeah, I was going to exactly say someone's been bit. Who's been bit?
Can't be one of us four.
It's going to be Louise. Louise has been bit. She can't help
Oh.
herself. One of the
The
zombies.
irony of her being a vegetarian,
Yeah,
turning
but-
into a zombie.
What happened is one of the zombies that was turned originally was listening on his phone, young lad,
Yeah.
listening to Sean Paul on loudspeaker on
Yeah.
YouTube, and he just keeps playing it.
Yeah,
And
she got excited.
She's like, what the fuck's that? Oh, it's
Yeah.
Sean Paul. She goes over, starts
Oh,
dancing near the
no.
fence.
Yeah, she
Bang,
she
she's
twerks
got-
into his mouth.
She's twerked, and he latches onto her ass with his teeth. Bang. That's it. She's
So
now
half
been
a cheek's
bit.
gone.
Oh no.
She's now been bit.
She doesn't say anyone though.
What are you going to do,
Oh,
Jim?
no.
We can't put her down,
Why
but
can't
you
you?
can.
Why can't you put
Because
her
it's
down?
your wife.
Yeah, but
We'll say,
why
Jim.
would you want me to put her down?
If you need me to put her down, I'll put her down.
I mean, I don't really want to like.
Could you look at her in the eye and shoot her?
No, probably not.
No, not really. I don't really want to do
You
that.
shoot her in the eye.
Yeah, what if we shot
Only
her?
if she's a lucky lady.
What if we shot her
More
in
of
the eyes
a,
first?
more of a dribble. I'm 443 this year.
What if we? What if we
So
said?
when you open the lid off a yogurt.
Yeah,
You get that.
yeah, a little. There you go, sweetheart. Enjoy that.
What if those three knew that Louise had been bit, but didn't want to tell you?
You bastard! Why would you tell me
So-
that?
so,
They'll be like that. Hi, babes, give us a kiss. Brains.
So we put Louise somewhere in a distance to say, "Quick, Jim, there's a zombie. Get your arrow, bow and arrow, and just shoot."
You might notice.
I mean,
Just
that's-
shoot, dead, and then we say,
That was your wife.
"That was your wife, Jim. Sorry."
Sucks to be you. Yeah, I'd probably ask one of you lot to do it. To be honest, I mean, if I had to, I would.
Who would you ask?
I'll be honest.
Old Stabby McStabberton over there.
Well-
Let me do it. He'd be like, have you been bit?
literally be
Can I
looking
stab
at
her? Can I
him
stab her, Jim?
like
Jim,
this.
Jim, can I stab her?
Louise would have no problem taking anyone else now.
No,
So I don't think
that's
any of
true.
us need to feel guilty.
So if she's been bit,
She'd
she's
be like, I'll
yeah.
do it.
John
would
could,
be taking her out.
I'd lead her out so like no one could see, and then
You
I'd
just
make
lie
it-
her on the floor and
I'd
just
throw
go,
the
just
door,
just a quick kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, quick kill.
boom, into the head.
Get rid of the body.
Away.
and then
Yeah.
you'll be coming back with some meat, and we'll be wondering where that's from.
Well, if you said, are we allowed to eat the zombies, or is that?
I don't think we
No,
can.
I
no.
don't think that's
No,
a
I
good
don't think that's a
idea.
good
No, but
idea.
if she's only just been bit, just don't
Does it? Yeah,
have
no.
the affected area.
I think
True.
we're
Best not.
Yeah, not. I don't want to eat zombie flesh.
No.
No.
So Or your wife's
ultimately,
flesh.
What are we going to do with the bodies, though?
Well, zombie bodies.
Yeah.
Burn
them
Where
decay.
are we gonna put-
Let them decay.
Let them
That's
decay.
gonna
They don't
be
take long.
We're going to pile them.
disgusting.
You're not going to leave them where they.
You're not going to
no.
burn them.
A month and they'd be decayed to.
Oh, I don't
No,
know.
just
Don't
burn
forget they're
them.
already decaying zombies, aren't they? They're already
Burn them,
dead.
they'll
They
stink.
already
You've
smell.
got, if you burn them, you've got to be using some kind of fuel, whether it be wood that you've got to chop down.
True, and it's a
or
waste of
petrol, and
fuel,
it's a-
I
so
So when I
guess.
did, I've done a couple of zombie experiences, as I've probably told you about.
Just going around chasing people, shouting brains into the zombie extinction. That's what they call mental illness.
And I did, like it's still one of the greatest days of my entire life on a friend's stag.
Says the father of two
Yeah.
and husband.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was amazing. It was up in Warrington near Liverpool, and it was a zombie mansion, and they owned the land, the mansion. It had outbuildings. It had a dried up swimming pool. It had like office outbuild, like an office like attached to it. And it was all BB guns, and you were in 2 units, and you were sent round like they were in communication by walkie-talkies. And there was about 9 or 10 zombies that would always keep resurrecting, because the idea was you could put them down with your pump action BBs, but to actually kill them, you had to douse them with diesel and light them on fire, which obviously we didn't have time for. It was literally like playing Resident Evil, because the setting was everything was derelict. Everything was like you'd walk into these buildings and it was like you'd go upstairs in these terrace houses and stuff, and it would be like being in derelict buildings. You go from one terrace house to the next, to the next, to the next. You'd go into the mansion. The downstairs was done out like a lab.
That's great. What was your point in this?
I know.
I'm just trying to
tell
tell you
it
how
again.
amazing this was.
So this went from killing my wife to you telling a story about stag do.
Because this is why I want to.
So now
for a zombie
Jim's
invasion.
depressed.
Yeah,
Depression's now
so
taking over Jim.
Is that what you did to try and cheer me up afterwards? You were like,
Yeah.
I did this stag weekend, Jim. Let me
Yeah,
tell you
let's
about
go
it.
with that.
After I had to take your wife out because obviously she turned.
Yeah.
We obviously, to cheer you up a little bit, I
We
just
went-
did like a smooth dance.
Yeah. Were you oiled up? Were you in that jumper that we found at the unit once? Yeah. That we did
We
the
managed
calendar,
to make-
calendar
I
poses
managed to
in.
make you a Burger King sort of thing.
Yeah, I managed to make you a burger. It may or may not contain pieces of wife.
It's a Wheeze burger. No.
Wheeze burger.
So at that point, we're like, shit, this place isn't secure anymore.
We've
Yes.
got to go.
Only because
Look
Louise tried to
Louise-
dance to Sean Paul.
Because Louise broke the fence.
She did.
Sean Paul twerking.
Yeah, she twerked her way out.
She did a slut drop and it ended horribly for her. Not only did she put her back out and do a shit, she also got bit.
So from there, I think we need to take plan B, which would be get
Well,
to a body of water.
We're going to get to a body of water. So a canal's
Have we left it too late? Have we left it too late? Has the body of water idea already been taken up? And everybody's out, or Gene's already out on a canal boat?
There's a lot of water
We're
out
going
there.
to get there, and there's just going to be bodies floating
And
in the
who the
body
fuck
of
is Gene? Have you
water.
been cheating on June?
No, but just
Is that who she was?
there's so
Sorry.
Turtle Gene.
there's so many others that I reckon we could just take Gene out.
What,
June.
for like a nice meal or?
Yeah, well, that's what we say. Oh, June.
Pop
is it-
over at 7
Oh,
tomorrow.
Hello, yes, hello.
We're having a
Have
bit
you
of a
tried these
cookout.
mushrooms, June? I picked them from the field. I think they're portobellos. Oh, okay, I'll just pull the barge over. Boom. Knife through the head.
Easiest thing would be rather than us having to kill her.
Or should we keep her alive?
No,
We
no,
make her a friend.
no,
Just
no.
keep
You
her
tell her where the mushrooms
A
are.
slave.
These lovely mushrooms, but there's no mushrooms, just zombies. That bitch is dead.
She's dead.
Oh, we
And
keep
then
her as a
send her into the
slave.
field.
And then we get on a little canal boat,
Yeah.
kill
Turf
fucking
Terry out.
get Terry out.
'Cause he's still
Dave,
very biting.
what is going on with you in names?
No, that was Gene. That was Gene and Dave. Terry.
It
Gene
was
and
June.
Dave.
It was June.
June and Dave.
Terry
Gene and
and
Terry.
June.
Gene
Terry and
and Dave.
June.
June and Terry.
Terry and
They're
Jesus
different
Christ.
people.
Gene
They're
and
different
Dave.
canal boats.
And we've got another boat and whatever supplies they had. Hook those two boats up. We've got a Dutch
What would
barge.
old people have other than oxygen tanks and?
Or
Oxygen tanks are a
what
great
about
weapon.
this? How about this for a scenario? June, mushrooms in the field. Okay, yes, I'll just pull the barge over. We pull over it. Get out of the fucking barge, June. And she literally, just before you know it, just literally like pulls out like a minigun.
A minigun.
She
So-
can barely hold it. She's only 7 stone wet through.
So June, a 78-year-old
Yeah.
middy
Yeah.
that's wearing ankle tights
Yeah. She literally
can
pulls
hold a
out.
minigun
Yeah.
that they attach to
sorry,
a
Well, It's
helicopter.
got a stand-on thing, but it's like a 50 cal.
Oh, so it's like it's on a hydraulic stand.
Have you seen Cockney Zombies or whatever?
God,
it's
I'm
called?
gotcha. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Cockney
I
Zombies
have,
or
yeah.
whatever it's called?
Cockney
They're all
Zombies.
old.
They are.
We're
You just see Richard Bryars with his fucking walker running away from that zombie. Yeah.
That scene is the best, where he gets surrounded by them zombies just on the floor, and then just last minute he's just shooting them all on the floor.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've fucked
We've won.
June off,
I think we've won.
and then we've got her stuff.
Well, if June kills us, that's
So
it,
we're on a
done.
body of water.
I think Jean's
End of
wiped
the
us
game.
out. I think Jean's wiped us out with
She's
that
not.
minigun.
She's not.
She's not.
She
She's
hasn't
managed
even got
to
one.
survive that.
No.
How does this end though?
Well, this is it. So we've got.
It's a hard
We've
thing
gone
to
to a
end.
body of water. We're on that body of water.
Yeah.
We're now living off the land. We keep going back onto the land, hunting.
Back on the water.
Back on the water.
And that's
We
it for the
realise-
rest of our lives.
No, we realise the zombies ain't going away. There's new ones being made all the time.
Yeah.
What do we do? Continue to live our life that way and try and wait it out, or do we
Just become
hunt
zombies.
zombies?
Yeah, it becomes zombie.
Like
hunters.
Nazi hunters.
Yeah.
But zombie hunters.
Well, they are
Or
very
just-
similar. Because let's face it,
Can I get Jean's minigun?
June's minigun. June
Yeah.
didn't
Can
have
I-
one.
Can I be like Rambo? Can I just be like bare chested with a minigun?
You're definitely going to die before any of us.
Yeah. I mean, June didn't have a minigun.
Oh,
No, she didn't.
just a mini.
She just had a
June
mini.
did.
She had a Mini Cooper.
The only thing June did was bob herself in her nappy when we
Probably.
raided her.
She probably pissed herself slowly.
So I say we moor up.
Yeah.
Find a big old vehicle, 18 the shit out of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Create like a bug out barge.
Bug out, but no, we've come off. We've come off water. We realise there's no waiting this shit
3
out.
knots.
Throw teapots at people. Cozies, plant pots. Done.
2 little ragdolls in the window. Is that Blue falling into the cabinet again?
No, he's in the box.
What's he doing?
Oh, your old dog.
Was he in it?
Because it's there.
So at this point,
Bless him.
we've decided we're back on land
Yeah.
and we're hunting zombies.
Yeah,
So we're
let's go.
actively
We're just
going
hunting.
out.
What we're
to
going
kill
to
'em.
call? What we're going to call ourselves?
Well, we need a
We need a
name,
badass name.
and then we need what weapons we want, because we're going to go out and find.
well, we're
those
going to struggle with
weapons.
guns in a.
I don't think we are.
Oh, yeah. I
Shot-
think we'd struggle
there's
with guns.
so many shotguns.
You get some good shotguns. You would get good shotguns.
Especially around Burton on the
Sword
Wall.
off.
I would
Because
genuinely
it's only 2
sword off.
bullets at a time. You go and then try and quickly reload.
I think if you were to,
But they're a range weapon.
if you were to, well, I wouldn't have them as a range weapon. I would saw off the barrels. Genuinely saw off the barrels. Short. So you're talking 18 inches long, and I would just crack it down. Bang, 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 bang. Crack it down.
Well, if you do
Bang, bang.
them that long, then
Yeah.
you can have them like revolvers. You can have 2.
Yeah.
Put them in a couple of holsters.
Yeah. I mean, you get good
Kick back on them.
kickback. So
Yeah.
as long as you, but
Do we have to
Shotguns.
have a gun?
No, but I'm just saying,
Oh.
we're now hunting zombies. We need.
can I hunt zombies like Drax, just bare chested with
You
2
can-
knives?
I want a
You can do it
crossbow, like Daryl.
Like Drambo, that's Drax and Rambo together.
Drambo. I
Yeah,
want to be
Drambo.
Drambo. Yeah.
So you can go for any kind of weapon you want.
Ethan's got AIDS.
I think
apparently.
AIDS would just wipe out zombies.
It wouldn't wipe out zombies.
What if zombies became a bit more human and wanted to reproduce, and then they just gave each other AIDS?
Why? Why
would
would
they
they give each
do
other
that?
each other?
I don't know. Like doing it up the bum.
Is that?
They don't know which
that's
hole
what
it is.
gives AIDS.
Right. Okay. So we're stopping the zombie talk. Do you think that's the only way AIDS is
Wow.
transmitted?
I don't know.
Right, we need
Wow.
to educate Ethan. So we need to educate. This is another
A,
episode of
Cut
educating
that bit
Ethan.
out.
Well, that's
B,
that's staying in because
Jeez.
educated. So
Educating Ethan.
sharing
Did
needles.
you not have sex education at school?
Bodily
Probably.
fluids.
Did they
I
not
was just
teach you
taking
about
the piss.
STDs and stuff?
Not saliva, but
I do
blood,
know, but that was one of the
semen.
main things, wasn't it, as well?
No.
No, it's just semen and blood, really.
Any kind of sex with
Yeah,
someone that
and
has
any-
Oral
any kind of
sex.
HIV, yeah.
Especially if there's
You
jizz in
like
your mouth.
No, I didn't write.
So we hunt zombies, and then we win.
Right.
Well,
So
we
yeah.
The AIDS
So-
man.
No, we're not called the AIDS man.
We're
Stop
the
talking
winners.
about
We
AIDS.
give AIDS to the
Just because you
zombies.
Why
can't
do we
talk
need
about
a name? Why do we
nonsense
need
now.
a name?
I think we should. I think we should choose a name. We're going to write it on our A team, like van.
AIDS team.
On our 18 barge.
Yeah. No.
The AIDS team.
No. Why are we talking AIDS? Come on, we're zombie hunters, not fucking virus killers.
Okay, so what zombie name
What if
should we
the
have?
only zombies left were nonces?
Either
God,
that
Just
this
be the
boy.
nonce.
This
the
boy.
nonce killers or something.
zombie nonsense.
Yeah.
How do
They're
you
only,
know?
they're only go after
Oh,
kids.
no.
So zombies
What if
tend
Jimmy
to go
Savile
after
turned into a zombie?
eating meat. Are you
He
saying
came
these-
back from the dead as a zombie.
Yeah. Okay. So they just go after.
He was like the big boss
Right,
at the
fair
end of
enough.
a.
I've got you. Shut up.
So,
He was there sitting on his throne with little kiddies round him.
Zombie kiddies.
Zombie kiddies.
Surely he'd be
So
nonsense them.
my question would be,
Yeah, he's got one.
these
Nonsense.
these noncy zombies, they're not interested in food, just
nonsense.
nonsense.
Well, we'd be fine then.
So we'd be okay. Ain't an issue for us.
True.
It's true, actually. So
Only the
that's
kids
quite
you got
good.
worried
If they're not interested in eating us, I'm
That's true.
good.
That's
I'm
true.
Yeah, but are we going to protect the kids or are we going to leave the kids?
Well, that's
My kids are grown up.
Get out.
That's one thing you don't see a lot of in zombie films is zombie kids. I mean, you see one or two every now and again because they like to throw a zombie kid in, but there's lots of kids around. And
That's
they would be
because
the first people.
you
to
know
turn to
why?
zombies.
You know why? Because zombies obviously want to eat. They're a snack. They're tiny little things.
But do they eat them to death? Because
Well, yes.
So
Surely zombies, kids would be the best for zombies because they could just run in, little kids, and just like try and...
Well, it depends what kind of zombie. You're looking at Shaun of
this
the
is
Dead
a-
zombies.
this
So
is
They'll be
a-
like the pilot fish to the big fish.
it's an interesting thought because you see like okay, a zombie would bite you for instance, and you would turn. Why wouldn't they eat you to completion?
well, a lot of the time they do in the zombie films.
But you never see in zombie films the opposite. If zombie
No,
films,
no.
if
No,
somebody's
it's
bitten,
only when they
turned.
get bitten and they try and run away.
pull
They
away and
run
fight
away.
themselves away. Otherwise, they get bitten and then eaten.
Like in Shaun of the Dead where he gets ripped to shreds when he goes through that window.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, that's true. That's funny. That
So
David.
when they catch a little kid, they're not just going to get a little bite and let it turn. They'll eat it, and it's going to go real quick.
nice.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
So,
name of the van. Name of our vehicle. For
AIDS
zom-
team.
No. Why are you obsessed with AIDS and nonsense?
the zomboat.
Because they're funny.
It's not a boat.
It's a barge.
It's not. We're off the barge. We're hunting on land.
We're hunting on land, but we come back to the
In an
zombarge.
18
Yeah, but when
vehicle.
we're on
I
land,
thought we
So what's our 18 vehicle?
yeah, with the,
What is it though?
I thought it was a
It's
barge.
a 4x4. We're travelling
Oh,
around.
okay. I thought we A-teamed out the barge.
No, no. How are we going to get the barge down a hill?
Well, no, but I thought we kitted out.
We're going to
the
go
barge.
to the locks. And just
Yeah, I thought we kitted out. Can you imagine running away from zombies and have to do a lock?
who's got the key?
He's got the key.
Push!
Open, push. Keep turning, James. It took you 15 minutes.
June, fuck off! I've got them on train. Fuck off!
Oh, I thought we'd A-teamed up a barge.
No, what?
I mean,
No,
we
that
can
is the most
A-team up
pointless
a
thing.
barge, but
Because
that's not the only thing
no
that we're going to
zombies
stay
attacking the
on.
barge. It's in the middle of a body.
So your idea is we A-team up a vehicle and then go out smashing through
because
zombies.
we're
like,
hunting
cutting
at
them
that
up.
point.
Okay, then what we
Well,
need
no, we're
is
going
like-
out to an area, but we want the vehicle protected should we need to
Okay.
come back to it.
Okay,
So we need to write our name on that vehicle,
okay,
and that is the last thing we need to decide on. Because then after that we're hunting zombies and we win.
okay.
It's not AIDS.
But what if AIDS did wipe them out?
But how? They're dead.
AIDS lives on.
AIDS does. Zombies don't.
What if then AIDS
What
was
if-
the killer of the humans?
Well,
Then
it
we'd-
is.
then we'd be in trouble, and it is.
I don't know.
Well, maybe not now,
Not
but
now.
it was.
You
can survive AIDS
let's
now.
call it death car.
Death car.
Nah, that's
Ah,
crap.
shit.
Go on.
That's rubbish.
Bitchmobile.
Even worse.
That is awful. I would write down the side of it instead of Suicide Squad. It'd be the Salby Squad.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
Yeah, but you're not
squad.
Salby, so...
Elite
I was
12
here.
group.
12 Messi. There's yeah, we're stuck on that point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyone got any
stuck.
good ideas of what we call a zombie
We
bug
need-
out vehicle?
Yeah,
Let us
we
know.
need to have our armoured vehicle named. It can be zombie related, or it could just be a funny name.
So, just quickly then, before we sign off, Ethan, what's your favourite zombie film?
Ooh, I don't know.
Well, answer, because you always say you don't know.
Comedy zombie film.
No, just zombie film.
Comedy Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
That's the same.
Horror
thing.
zombie film. Horror thriller.
28 days.
Okay.
20 days later.
You then.
James?
Oh, I was going to say I'm going to need a second.
Okay.
You can crack on.
Ray?
I think 28 Days Later is one of my favourite
I've got
zombie
mine.
films.
28 days later for you.
Yeah.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Train to Busan.
I was going to say
Yeah, I
that as
haven't
well.
seen
Yeah,
that all the
that's
way
a, that's
through
a
yet.
really good. I like that. I think that's a
It
brilliant
is a cracking film. I also like Go Go A Gone if it's a comedy one.
film. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I just thought it was hilarious.
That's the Indian one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought-
it was all right.
for a
I did
comedy
like it.
one,
Well,
I
yeah,
loved it.
it's
I thought
quite-
it was
yeah,
fantastic.
It is quite good. I mean,
Especially-
you can't beat
especially-
Shaun of the Dead.
Well, Boris just rocking around with his Boris was great.
Yeah, that was good.
Go, go, gone. You should
I
watch
really
it,
like.
people.
I really like Dawn of the Dead. The original one.
The
and
original
remake.
one.
I like the remake as well.
The
that the
remake
one-
was good.
Yeah, the
I
one
really
with
like
That's
the
where they end up in
red-
the mall.
In the mall, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that's such a good concept for like shopping mall is like exactly where you'd hang out. I
Yeah.
think I really like the concept, and George A. Romero is just fucking great.
Yeah.
I like all of his zombie movies, to be honest.
And
but-
Shaun of the Dead as well is an awesome.
Yeah,
it's a
Shaun
really
of the
good
Dead's
zombie
brilliant.
film.
Awful films. Let's go for worst zombie film.
Oh, I like Zombieland as well.
Oh, yeah, Zombieland is
worst
great.
Zombie films. There's quite a few. I'm not a huge fan of those, like the Cockneys versus
Yeah.
zombies. There's a couple of
I
those
quite
ones,
like
isn't
that.
Yeah, that one's okay,
they're
but there's some
okay,
like
but-
there's like strippers versus zombies or strippers versus werewolves
Yeah.
versus zombies, Nazis versus zombies.
Never really seen.
Oh, what's the one where it's the Nazis that are creating zombies?
Iron Sky.
Overlord.
Oh no,
Overlord,
Yeah,
Overlord.
that's a
that's
really
good.
I was
good
thinking
That is
Iron Sky,
good.
but that's slightly different.
Yeah.
Iron Sky's
Okay.
good though.
Overlord. If you've not seen that,
That
it's well
is good,
That is
actually.
well
Yeah.
good. Yeah, good call that.
Worst though. What's your worst
I
one?
don't
you think?
think I've had a word.
Really?
I wasn't a massive fan of World War Z. I mean, I might need to watch it again, but I wasn't a huge fan.
I
of
like that. I thought it was quite a good film. I tell you what, a film we haven't talked about is God, what's his name? The Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead 3.
Yeah.
Evil Dead 3 is
I
amazing.
don't think I've seen Evil Dead 3.
Oh, you need to watch it. You definitely need to watch it. It's
Yeah.
hilarious. Yeah.
What? Is it so bad?
No, no. It's
Just funny.
intentionally funny. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, that one's great.
What's the one with Will Smith?
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
Yeah, that's-
Is that zombie?
That's my
All
worst. Actually, yeah, you're right.
right,
That
but
is
yeah,
my
it's
worst. I
not-
thought it was shocking.
But the dog
Not the
dies.
best.
I don't mind it so much because I think the zombies are quite good in that.
I think the zombies are really bad, really badly CGI'd as well.
Well, yeah, but the idea behind them not being able to
Yeah.
go into light and then
Well-
obviously learning and becoming quite intelligent and trapping him. I like that kind of zombie.
Yeah, a little bit, I suppose.
It could have been done better.
I don't really like Will
think.
Smith films. It's awful to say, but I like Will Smith, but all of his films just seem to be pants. And that was
We've
just
done
another
this
one.
conversation
We've had
a
this
few
conversation.
times, yeah.
I just find it crap. And when I found out the actual story behind it, like the actual story of I Am
Yeah.
Legend,
The book.
yeah, the book. When I don't know who it was that told me about the actual book, but
He's the
He's
reason
the
it's called
baddie.
I Am Legend is because he is the legend.
he's the baddie,
Yeah.
though, isn't it? It's like written from the zombie perspective, isn't it?
okay.
And he's the evil one who's killing them all, and they're like the
Why
new
didn't they
race.
make
Of,
the film that way?
they're
then?
like the new race of people,
Yeah.
aren't they? They're like
Their
night
evolution,
dwellers,
yeah.
like night dwelling people, and he's trying to kill them all, thinking they're zombies. Yeah, I didn't like that film.
But they don't do that in the film.
No,
No.
it's just
That would have been better.
They did two different endings. They did one where his blood is the saviour,
yeah.
and they did one where I don't think they did anything. He just died.
He smashed his way in,
Yeah.
don't they, to his lab.
I think one where he survives and one where he dies. I can't
There we
remember.
are. Not
That
the
we really had
zombies.
out towards the end of that.
What's that?
We didn't really end it off with though.
We did.
We're just driving around now in
we're
in
just
a
zombie
bug
killers
we're
out
now.
car,
zombie
killing
killers.
zombies,
Yeah, we're just going out there fucking up zombies. Eventually, either they're all going to die or we're all going to die, and that'd be the end of it.
Fair enough.
At one point during our zombie killing, me and you become really good mates, but then all of a sudden I stab you
for no reason.
just for fun.
I'd kill you before you stabbed me.
That's
I would
fine.
have killed you way early on. I just pretended like I wouldn't, just to go on with the story.
You might get kicked out of the commune if you did.
But you would have been dead.
You're not allowed
I
to
tell you
do
what,
stuff like
when as soon as went zombie on TV, I'd have pushed you out that door.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I think this whole conversation has made me realise how a zombie apocalypse really is not something I'm looking
that.
forward
That'd be
to.
well good.
To be
I'm not scared of it. I'm just.
It'd
To
be
be
cool
honest,
if
mate,
there was
quite
like a
exciting.
place in the world where you could just go and they just put zombies in, and you could
Like
just
an island.
like a holiday, a week
zombie
of zombie
island.
island.
That'd be well
A bit.
good,
Well,
wouldn't it?
you could have a very
What a
very
great
similar
idea
thing.
for a movie that is.
Well, it's battle royale, isn't it? Without
Yeah.
zombies.
No, but just there's already
Copyright.
zombies
Shh.
there. Already
You don't want
zombies
people to
and
know.
like Jurassic Park, and it's like a big thing, and rich people go out and you get given all the guns, and you go out there. And
You're
it's
going to
like an
regret that
island
because
full of
someone is going to
zombies.
make that film.
That is a wicked.
someone
idea
is gonna
for a
make
film.
That's basically battle royale without zombies.
Well, Battle Royale is slightly different. That's more of a socio sort of political thing. You get two schools, put them on a.
No, it's one
I know.
school. It's population control.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So this isn't population. This is just like it's
This
like,
is
just like
this is
hunting for
funsies.
sport.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Hunt? Who's what's her name?
is that
in
Hunting the
It's
Human?
Charlize
Yeah.
Theron and
It's not Charlize
she's the woman who organises the hunt?
No, it's not Charlize.
What's
the
her
one.
name?
I can't remember.
It's so good.
But that is good.
Really
Yeah.
good. Really good.
The
film.
Hunt.
The Hunt. Yeah, watch
Yeah,
that.
watch
That's really good. Quite funny, but not
It's a
funny.
black
It's a
comedy.
black comedy, but yeah, really good.
So just to end this, zombies are around, and we know that.
Ooh.
We're going to go out and kill them all, but
Yeah.
there's a bit of a vendetta you've got against someone. There might not be a
Oh,
zombie.
I'm killing them, pretending
Oh
they're a
yeah,
zombie.
it's a great
who
opportunity, isn't
who
it?
are you going for?
Ooh.
Who are you going
It's
to
got to
go?
be someone in Britain because we're in Britain.
I'm headed
Take
for
out the
Bojo.
neighbours. Take out the neighbours.
I'm headed for the Parliament.
I think
I'm
I'm
gonna
many
taking them
people
all
are.
out.
You can't go
Pretty
all the way
Patel
to
is
London.
at the top of my list. Pretty Patel goes first, then Bojo, then Hancock,
You can't go
and then
all the way
all
to
of the rest of
London.
them in one go. I
Now-
can,
now,
and
okay,
I will.
maybe
She can do what she
They're
wants.
gonna be-
She's
See ya.
driving.
they're going to be protected by like military, police. See that would be
Military
a
and
thing.
police are zombies.
They've all turned.
They've all turned.
Wow.
I'm just saying, you go after whoever you want.
Okay.
And her is the UK government for letting this catastrophe happen.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's true, actually. Because it'll
That's
be
a
on
call
their
to arms,
watch.
people.
It'll be
That's a
they'll-
call to arms.
it's
Let's
on-
kill the
my
government.
It's on their
COVID
watch.
is
Do
their
not
fault.
listen to
Let's
It's
do
on
James.
their
them.
watch that zombies are around.
Rach, let's go. Let's go, Rach. We're
I'm
going
Please
to
don't
Parliament.
listen to James Trump.
I'm doing it.
Everybody stay calm, stay home. Everything's going to be okay.
I'd probably just take a trip to Sheffield. I'll be honest.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
I'm there with you.
if Louise doesn't beat you there first.
Oh yeah, I'll be racing.
Yeah.
I'll be racing.
I can't think of anyone else, to be fair.
No. Right. Thanks everyone. Ethan's going to do the closeout.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
that note.
If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, of course.
If you didn't, do it anyway.
Just do it anyway, yeah. Just show your support. And yeah, we'll see you in the next show. See ya. Bye.
Bye.